Just working with our company, you're going to get to work with a lot of bright individuals.
Everyone is open and ready to help you, and definitely big on advocating for making sure that you succeed and reach your potential.
Everyone's goal is the same, to make the best products that we can for our clients and make sure that it is everything and more that it could be.
What's kept me here? Our culture. We're genuinely a very great group of people. Everyone's just always willing to lend a hand.
When I have a suggestion or a concern and I voice it, leadership actually hears me.
As a consultancy, every person has a role and has something to bring to the table. There's just a lot of opportunities here if you're up for the challenge.
Jump on board, be part of the fun ride, because we're going places.
Can't get to a computer? Then we've got you covered. Just go to the IndianaSRN app and stay up to date with all of your favorite teams. You can watch live coverage or relive the experience with our on-demand service.
You're good at making big announcements. We're good at your insurance.
Start with Indiana Farm Bureau Insurance, online, over the phone, or in person, and stop knocking on wood.
From warehousing to transportation and everything in between, Piper Logistics does it all. Centrally located, Piper Logistics has 2 warehouses in Indianapolis and a warehouse in Cincinnati, Ohio. Piper Logistics houses over 1 million square feet. Along with our transportation department, we can provide service to half the United States markets.
Aspen Creek Grill, we are a from-scratch concept with comfort fresh food. You can expect a world-class experience on a great budget. We've got incredible specials, great service. Today's dish that we're going to highlight is going to be our Aspen Blue Sirloin. It is, again, our premium Black Angus certified beef, and we top that with the blue cheese crust. Again, everything that we do here is made from scratch, and it's no different from our steaks. We hand cut all our steaks in-house. So our team back there, it's just an incredible team. Everything that they do, they take so much pride in. They put a little bit of themselves into everything that they do over here, especially since it is a made from scratch concept. We want everybody to come, visit us, enjoy some great food with some great service. Bring your friends, bring your family, come have some great food, have a great time with us with some of the best comfort scratch food.
Thinking about what to do after high school? Consider a career with Boilermakers Local 374. As a Boilermaker apprentice, you'll earn while you learn. We offer excellent wages and benefits, and as part of our no-cost hands-on apprenticeship program, you'll learn from the best in state-of-the-art training centers and on the job. Become a union Boilermaker and get on your way to a great career. Find out more, visit www.local374.org or call 219-845-1000.
Bertner Electric Incorporated provides professional commercial electrical contractor services to Indianapolis and surrounding communities. Locally owned and operated for over 30 years, our knowledge and experience make us the perfect choice for all your commercial electrical contractor needs. Contact us today.
Thanks to you. Standing with us. You are truly making a difference in the lives of our neighbors in need.
Can't make it to the game? We've got your back. Just go to www.IndianaSRN.org and tune in to all of the live action, or go to our on-demand service and relive your favorite moments.
Sports fans, welcome back to Game Time, to pure spirits, to pure sport. Welcome back to high school sports.
Fans, I'm IHSAA Commissioner Paul Knighty, and I just want to say, welcome back.
This is Game Time. This is Indiana high school sports. This is your IHSAA.
Hey, Indiana, let's clear the air about vaping. Glue, rat poison, paint. We all know these products contain poisons like formaldehyde, arsenic, and lead. And these are just a few of the chemicals you'll find in e-cigarette vapor. Let's clear the air, Indiana. Don't puff this stuff. Visit don'tpuffthisstuff.com to join the fight and spread the word.
Calling officials cheaters or corrupt, it's not a game.
Insulting referees, it's not a game.
Threatening officials, it's not a game.
Berating young umpires, learning the ropes, it's not a game.
Violent language in the stands, it's not a game.
Verbal abuse from the sideline, it's not a game.
Screaming at a referee in the parking lot, it's not a game.
The City Alliance Volleyball Tournament down to the semifinals tonight. Our first matchup out of the gate will be Cathedral and Heritage Christian. Cathedral at 24-4. They've won 10 in a row. They're currently ranked number 2 in the latest Z ratings. And Heritage Christian coming in at 13-12 on the season. Their current rating in 3A is at number 37. Tonight's game brought to you in part by the Morales Group. Building better futures one story at a time. Aspen Creek Grill. Why go anywhere else for delicious food? Burner Electric, providing quality electrical services in central Indiana. Boilermaker 374. We're second to none in quality and performance. Clean Slate. Inspired innovation that moves business forward. Piper Logistics. From warehousing to transportation and everything in between. And by Drumstick Dash 2023, move your feet so others can eat. 2 matchups tonight. The first one is going to be interesting to watch and see if there may be an upset in this one here this evening. Keith Myers to my right, Troy Naragowski with you tonight. Great to have you with us. We're down to the last week of the regular season. Tournament starts next week. We'll talk more about that as we go throughout the night tonight. But right now, you'd have to look at this Cathedral team, the Final Four here in the City Alliance, as perhaps the heavy favorite to win this thing.
In the City Alliance, yes, and in 4A, they'll make some run as well. Heritage Christian 13-12. They're on their home court. That can have somewhat of an advantage for you. You got to get off to a quick start. But the Irish has 4 big-time players that are going to play the next level. Now, I don't know if Heritage Christian has it in them, but they have been playing very well at late. They have advanced for the second year in a row to the semifinals. It could be a very interesting matchup. If they get off to a quick start, they get some breaks. Who knows? David did knock over the Goliath a couple of times with the stone.
No, he did it more than once?
No, but it only took one.
Well, let's talk about Cathedral first, and then we'll talk about the Eagles here in a couple of moments. The latest Volleyball Z rankings came out, and this is a Cathedral team that is number 4 in the entire state. They're number 2 in 4A, and you know who they're behind, Hamilton Southeastern, who's number 1. They're not far behind. Their strength of schedule is at almost 63%. They're 8-3 against top 25 teams. They're 14-3 against top 64 teams. And you mentioned they've got about 4 or 5 kids that are really going to be very good at the next level eventually. They might have so much firepower tonight that for Heritage, like you said, they're going to have to get off to a fast start, give themselves a chance in all of these sets, or they could be out of this quickly.
Yeah, the one thing about Heritage, Cathedral is they have bred this many years ago. Gene Kesichin, longtime coach, won several national championships, won this city tournament. In fact, I can't remember the last time there was a different city champion in the last 10 years that we've done it. I'm sure there has been, but I was doing some research today and couldn't find anything. But they're on a roll.
Yeah.
And the cool thing is they have a couple more games after this to get them ready for the very tough sectional.
Yeah, we'll talk about that sectional when we come back. We'll talk about Heritage Christian, what they look like coming into this one here tonight as they take on Cathedral here in the opening, or should say the opening of 2 matchups here on IndianaSRN.
To you. Standing with us. You are truly making a difference in the lives of our neighbors in need.
Back here at Heritage Christian as we get set for this first matchup. The Eagles come in at 13-12. Coach, we called a couple of their games this year. When they play well, they can be very good. When they don't play well, you can kind of tell that we use that word consistency quite a bit. And they're a team that if they can start to get a little bit of a roll, but like I said earlier, I think they've got to give themselves, like they always say in a four-quarter game, you got to be there in the fourth quarter.
They're pretty young. The second-year coach does a nice job with them. Does well in Class 3.
Yeah.
Compete in Class 3 when they compete in the City Alliance. Of course, they're one of the top 4 teams in the City Alliance. There are 16 teams. The City Alliance is made up with 16 teams. The top 6 are always seems like they're vying for that top 4 spots. They haven't all caught up yet. But when they're good, you're right, Troy. They can pass the ball well. They have a great presence at the net, and I'm very impressed with the blocking area as well.
Yeah.
If they get all those things, and I tell you, it can happen. Sometimes you can overlook an opponent. I've seen it happen. We've seen it already this year in football where somebody overlooks somebody, and all of a sudden you're in the fourth quarter, you're down by 7, you need a touchdown, and you got to go get a 2-point conversion to win the thing. It can happen, and it can happen in this tournament.
Yeah, never take anybody lightly. When you think of Cathedral, Cameron Utley, just a great all-around player. Her kill percentage coming into this one is 58. She averages 2.7 digs per set. She's also averaging 9.5 assists per set. Just one of those players, when you think about what she'll bring to the table tonight, she does just a little bit of everything.
She's got great ups, too.
Yeah.
And very volleyball IQ sense. And that's definitely what you need tonight in these big matchups. You know, City Alliance tournament, it's been going on a long time. I think this is our 10th year doing this. A lot of fun. Nothing surprises me about this tournament. It will be a lot of fun. Sit back and enjoy. Because I tell you what, Game 2 is completely the opposite. It could be anybody's game.
Yeah, it certainly could be. We'll keep it on Josie Myers tonight. We'll talk about her numbers. Taylor Lewis, I was watching her warm up a couple of minutes ago there for Cathedral. Those are just a couple of the names that we'll see on this side for Cathedral. Kenley Mitchell is an all-around good player that we'll watch tonight for Heritage Christian. 33% kill percentage. Her ace percentage is at nearly 17 and averaging nearly a block per set. So Mitch will be really a big key up front as you see Cathedral. They're going to be big on that front row, no doubt about it, because size could play a big factor in this one here tonight. A little bit later, we'll talk about where these two teams will be in the sectionals. I mean, you mentioned that sectional 10. That's going to be a killer, though Cathedral is the favorite to win that sectional. There's a lot of very good teams, at least when you think about maybe 4 and up. It is very balanced in those top 4 teams. And then we'll talk a little bit about Heritage Christian, who, by the way, will be in one of the sectionals with one of the other teams here in this tournament. We'll take a timeout. We will come back in a couple of moments and get this one underway. The first of 2 matchups right here on IndianaSRN.
On a career that creates experiences that are impossible to forget. By studying sports and events at IUPUI, you'll get hands-on experience in and out of the classroom. And with Indy as your classroom, there are high-profile events, sports franchises, hotels, museums, and large organizations across the city to engage, educate, and enlighten your student journey before you graduate. There isn't a better city than Indianapolis to get the experience you need to prepare you to handle any event, big or small. It all starts here.
We encourage you to subscribe to our YouTube channel, IndianaSRN. Hit the bell to get notifications for upcoming games and more. Watch as many games as you want, as many times as you want.
At Morales Group Staffing, we are all about building better futures. And during these times, we are working hard to put people to work. We are now hiring for hundreds of jobs with pay up to $17 an hour. Visit our website at moralesgroup.net or text JOBS, JOBS, to 317-472-7600 to apply now and get hired today.
From warehousing to transportation and everything in between, Piper Logistics does it all. Centrally located, Piper Logistics has 2 warehouses in Indianapolis and a warehouse in Cincinnati, Ohio. Piper Logistics houses over 1 million square feet. Along with our transportation department, we can provide service to half the United States markets.
We encourage you to follow us on Twitter
at IndianaSRN. Find upcoming games, video highlights, and much more. Follow us now at IndianaSRN.
Good look at the Fighting Irish of Cathedral here in the first semifinal matchup as they're being introduced to the crowd here tonight. You know, we're talking about Heritage Christian. Their strength of schedule in 3A, not as good as what you would see in Cathedral in 4A. We mentioned their strength of schedule at 627, and for Heritage Christian at 545. They're 0-2 against top 25 teams. They're 0-6 this year against top 64 teams. So if you look at the resume, you're going to think it's going to be Cathedral. But like you said a little bit ago, you're at home tonight. You have an opportunity to perhaps pull off an upset. You're, a week away from the tournament, less than a week away from most teams now, as that tournament will get underway early next week. So, but you really want to be playing really good volleyball right now and get on a roll going in.
One of the things I always told our coaches is when we play our regular season, when it comes down to the conference tournament, we want to play our best games then, and that's what we did at Horizon. We played a regular season. Our conference season was just before the state tournament. The tough thing I hated, we had 3 opponents that were in our conference that were also in our regional.
Oh.
So if you beat them there, payback was the next week. And you're going, how do we do this? So should be very interesting. I will tell you, the 4 officials that are working tonight have worked these finals the last 5 years in a row. Ed Thornburg is the guy all the way over to the left side. Ed has been around volleyball for such a long time that volleyball has no hair, just like Ed. I told him
he appreciates that.
I told him I was going to say that. We saw him at Rose Holman when he did the Rose Holman tournament. I said, your hairline's good. He goes, you're not any better.
Yeah. Look in the mirror,
I realized, that's right.
There are the Irish right there as they prepare for this matchup here tonight. Both teams picking up relatively easy wins last night. So here we go. And by the way, I got to really look at that Sectional 10. I'm going to get your thoughts about it once we get rolling, because when you look at Sectional 10, as I said a little bit ago, it's going to be pretty tough. I know Cathedral is probably the favorite in there, but there's a couple of teams that are going to be very, very good coming in.
North is really, really good. Lawrence Citrus is really good. We'll see. We'll talk about that a little bit later. I tell you, they did get a nice little draw.
Yeah.
But they got to play very, very well, or it could be goodbye.
Yeah, you got to be ready when the tournament rolls around. And so we're ready to go. Cathedral on the right, Heritage on the left. The opening set ready to get underway here on IndianaSRN. We'll follow this one up with Scecina and Bishop Chatard right around the corner. 2 teams that, boy, one thing I should mention, too, you're talking about a 2A, 2 3As, and a 4A in this tournament. So if you're a 2A, you're playing some pretty good teams ahead of you.
Yes, you are. And it will get you ready for that tournament.
This is Cameron Utley on the serve. We are underway in this opening set. One thing is that is going to be wide. That's the thing right there. When you think about making mistakes against a team like Cathedral, is you can't make those mistakes.
Well,
you can't. In other words, you got to go on the offensive.
Yeah, if you open the door for them, they'll walk right through it and they'll bust it out.
Yeah.
Nice serve.
A very good serve. We have seen so many games this year, the double block up front and the return, but Utley able to make the save. We've just seen so many games this year where teams shoot themselves in the foot because they're giving so many free balls back to the opponent.
10-foot attack right there.
Yeah, a little behind the attack line itself. Utley got a hand on it, able to keep it alive, and Utley gets it twice. That's what good teams can do right there. Big time swing.
Nice little volley here.
Well, they've had 2 really good double blocks up front. See how Heritage will attack this once again. One of the longer volleys we've had in an opening set down the line, and the point. That'll be Taylor Lewis.
Now, a couple times you saw the libero for Cathedral, who's wearing the green jersey tonight, would just go back and retreat. She knew the ball was going to be taken care of. She went back and filled a spot. Many times, liberos will stay there, and then all of a sudden the attack is there, and now you're too late.
So Heritage down 2-0, and that's going to be an error. So a quick 3-0 score. Well, and that's one we just talked about that a little bit ago. Heritage has got to keep this thing close, not allowing Cathedral to go on some big runs, but right now it's all Utley on the serve. That double block, but it goes out of bounds, and finally Heritage gets on the board.
Cathedral last night wins in 3 against Indianapolis, Washington. Indianapolis, Washington upset a couple teams to get to that quarterfinal, but had no problem. Cathedral had no problem with Indianapolis, Washington. Heritage Christian played Heron last night and had no difficulty.
This is Hannah Cook, 17.5 ace percentage. Short set middle. That's a good block up front there by Naomi Thier. Well, you can really tell that slide and that double block really effective. And the little push and the point.
And we've seen that a lot this year where the second hit is, okay, the floor's wide open. Where do I want to go? Do I want to go left, right, or do I want to dink it? She dunked it right in the middle right there. Make a commanding 4-1 lead.
Boy, Utley again, we have now seen her both on offense, defense, and serving. Mentioned how she would be all over the floor here tonight.
See the rotation?
Yep. Big overhand swing, and at the point once again for Cathedral. And tell you what, Taylor Lewis, who we mentioned in the pregame, off to a good start tonight as well.
Really impressed with both teams communicating very well, though. They were communicating. They're really into this ball game. That's a good sign.
This is Lewis.
Oh.
Threw them a
little curveball.
Yeah. Certainly off speed. Outside Lewis and the block, but it goes out of play, and the point will go to Cathedral. Kenley Mitchell, one of those there for Heritage on that double block attempt.
You mentioned sectionals this next week, and it's amazing that we're almost through the fall season in the high school ranks.
It is coming quick. Another good serve. -5 here for Heritage. They just have not had success so far getting it by that double block, and look at the timing of that block up front.
There's the attack from the 10-foot line.
Back set right. And we've got a whistle. If somebody blew a whistle someplace, the point will go to Heritage. Okay.
Double contact.
Coming out of the lineup, you see Stella Childs. And checking in for Heritage will be Hannah Cook. Hannah Cook averaging just a little over 4 assists per set.
Oh, there's the dink.
That was Avery Lewis. Her kill percentage at 45. She is 6'1". Taylor Lewis at 6'1".
Goodbye, Libro for Cathedral. Here comes, here's a biggie for you. Now, you go from 5'9" to 6'1". Yeah, that helps.
+5 here for Cathedral. I really like what I see off Cathedral defensively. They just don't give up much. And they read it very well. There is a point for Heritage. If they can get it moving back and forth, and what I mean is left and right, and try to get that front line unable to move over as quickly as they would like to, they can get some points out of this. They're going to have to keep that defense off guard. Short set in the middle, and tell you what, that's hard to stop.
Yeah, it's hard to stop because you set the ball pretty well, but you gave it right to them, and they got an opportunity to frame it, so to speak.
Josie Myers, a kill percentage at 49, and when you short set her like that, that's going to be really tough. There's the first service error we have seen tonight by Cathedral. Bethany Ring will come in now for Heritage Christian. Still within striking distance here for Heritage in this opening set. Mentioned that Cathedral number 2 in 4A, right behind Hamilton Southeastern in their recent ratings. Utley able to save that one from going out of play. the double block, but it goes out of bounds.
Oh, no, it went in.
Oh, they say it is in.
Touched.
So the point will go to Cathedral.
She went from the far right of the court to the far left of the court. Probably grabbed some popcorn from the guy that had the popcorn box, and it still brought it in play.
+5 now for the Fighting Irish.
Rotation.
To the outside, cross-court attack, nothing there for Myers. Go back that way again, and this time they find it. Actually, that's going to be Taylor Lewis, number 12, not number 15. So Lewis, another kill. Boy, what a luxury to have two 6'1" players.
Oh, yeah. And D1 caliber.
Yeah.
Come on. Just give me one.
There's that double block again. You had Lewis and Myers there.
Boy, they're really attacking that 10-foot line.
How about that? The quick push and the point, and that'll catch off guard. There's Utley again.
And the thing is, they're not going to either side. They're going right to the middle. We got a timeout. 11-4.
Well,
we really focus on modern application development, DevOps, so automating the whole process of delivering your solution, and cloud architecture.
It's very important for mid to large companies to have cloud partners because you can't possibly have all the talent you need to address the complex ecosystem of the cloud.
We advise them on all parts of their business. And then when things are defined and we see a clear goal, Clean Slate also then goes and does the work.
We have a team that is very passionate about what they do. We love to solve complex problems, and there's a lot of companies out there that will avoid, getting involved in those things, and I think that's why clients like to work with us.
Tonight's game brought to you by Officially Human. Thanks to today's officials for their dedication and hard work. Without them, we don't play. If you don't have something nice to say, don't say anything at all. Sportsmanship is everyone's job. 7-point lead now for Cathedral. That'll be an attack error, and it's now up to 8.
In the huddle right there, you're talking, okay, we got to get back to our basics. Find our second win here. Look at our setter. Get the rotation of the ball and call the ball. Oh, that's a nice ace.
That was just inside the line. A great serve. Carolyn Hanchar there, a kill percentage at 36, averaging 2.6 digs per set. Just have so many different players that fill so many different categories in the stat sheet. From behind the attack line, and that's going to be touched. So the point will go to the Fighting Irish. They might be right now in the games we have done attacking from the 10-foot line more than anybody else, too.
Yeah, I agree. And we've been a lot of gyms this year.
Yeah, it's amazing. They're very comfortable doing that. And then you got the short set. And you'd end up Wilson on your forehead there if you're not careful. Because any time that you get a shot like that from Myers, you can see why she's at 49%.
Well, with the name that she has,
yes,
you expect excellence.
Spelled a little bit different, but sounds the same.
I'll claim her.
Lead at 11.
Oh, the tape job.
Yep.
Oh, no.
Boy, the overpass, but how about that dig? You cannot overpass against Cathedral. Utley unable to return it. Point will go to Heritage Christian. Looked like Kate Johnson on that front row.
Stella Childs just checked into the game for Heritage Christian, number 14.
And she will be serving -10 here in the opening set. By the way, this Heritage Christian team, and we've got a double hit. This Heritage Christian team will play the winner in sectional 27 of Guerin and Shortridge.
Well, Guerin's in their conference.
Yeah.
Chatard's in their conference.
Yep.
I mean, they're in the same boat, right?
Yeah.
You played these people 3 or 4 times during the season, all of a sudden you got to play them in the sectional.
Yeah. There are so many sectionals like that because of the way that the teams are configured in there. There's a nice kill again on the outside by Taylor Lewis in your location, of course.
What the ISHA did a couple years ago is they looked at the location of where everybody is. What they didn't take consideration, okay, these 4 teams play in the same conference. Down south, it's even worse.
Yeah.
Because you have 5 out of the 6 in your conference sectional. You play for a conference championship sometimes.
Yeah, exactly. 10-point lead. That's going to be just inside the line. It wasn't hit well, but well enough. Looked like Hannah Cook. But anyway, Heron takes on Chatard in the opening round, and then those winners will advance to the second round. And Hamilton Heights in that sectional as well.
And this year, I do believe the new format goes in where you play a sectional and you only play a 1-game regional.
Is that what it is this year?
I think that I don't want to misspeak. I didn't have enough time to look today, but I think that's how we are doing those 1-game regional and then 2-game semi-state.
Kind of like they did in basketball, too, yeah.
I think that is in effect this year.
Sectional 10, Addicts will take on Tech, Lawrence North, Lawrence Central. And there's a point the other way there for the Eagles.
And the crowd is in the game now, 16-8. Make a nice little run.
This Cathedral team will take on Warren Central. Cathedral should be heavily favored in that matchup. There's a service error there for Heritage, still down by 9.
The interesting matchup in Sectional 10 that I looked at today was the Lawrence North, Lawrence Central sectional matchup. Those 2 teams don't like each other at all.
Yeah.
Going to be fun to watch that game.
Utley will be serving. Heritage, not much of an attack there, so let's see how the Fighting Irish, and they go to the outside again to Taylor Lewis, and she delivers yet one more time.
And, Troy, that time you see the platform over to the left side of her body. She needs to square up as we got a timeout, 18-8.
We encourage you to follow us on Twitter at IndianaSRN. Find upcoming games, video highlights, and much more. Follow us now at IndianaSRN.
Can't get to a computer? Then we've got you covered. Just go to the IndianaSRN app and stay up to date with all of your favorite teams. You can watch live coverage or relive the experience with our on-demand service.
My name is Jay Jones. I'm the commissioner of the Heartland Collegiate Athletic Conference, and we appreciate you tuning in to tonight's game. We hope you'll stay tuned to SRN for tomorrow's Heartland Conference Game of the Week, showcasing some of the best small college football in the Midwest. We look forward to seeing you then.
If you're looking for some great food for breakfast or lunch, check out Tam's Sweet and Savory Cafe. They are specializing in baked goods as well. Their daily specials, and they're open Wednesday through Sunday from 8 to 2. Today they had Sloppy Joe's. Tam's Sweet and Savory Cafe, 6427 Oak Landing Road, Indianapolis.
Heritage receiving the serve by Utley, able to make a nice save. But we've got a believe that's going to be against Heritage. Got a net violation there.
Went to Tam. Debbie picked me up a Sloppy Joe's and extra French fries today for lunch.
Extra French fries?
Well, you can't just have 10. Extra mayonnaise on the Sloppy Joe sandwich. Thank you, Mr. Producer.
And the pickles. 11-point lead here for the Fighting Irish. Look at that slide, but the big point there for Heritage.
At this point of the game, if you're Heritage Christian, you need to keep the ball and keep scoring because you are limited turnovers, if you will.
That was, by the way, Caitlin Vidoni on the kill. Side out here for Bethany Ring. That one just over the net. Well, I tell you what, you get a big swing on the left side, then you come back on the right side another big one, and that just is almost unfair because you had Taylor Lewis on that right side after the big hit on the left. That's hard to make a rotation there. Jordan Peter is in now for the Fighting Irish. Lead is at 11.
Oh.
That one hit the ceiling, didn't it?
Or the back drop.
So that's going to be long.
You know, you look at these rosters, and both these teams are very healthy with healthy numbers.
Oh, yeah.
You know, you see some schools where the numbers are really low, but, you know, they have both teams have full JV rosters and C teams or freshman teams as well.
Side out for Heritage, down by 10. Short set in the middle. Well, able to keep it alive there was Mitchell. Boy, how about that?
Wait.
That's
Nice
some
rotation.
quick hands.
Yep.
Double block again. Back set, cross-court attack is good. That one sails into the crowd.
That almost hit our camera.
That looked like Ella Mensch there for Heritage Christian.
Nick's got some good hands. Protect those cameras. Good job, Nick.
So side out -9. Oh, how about that touch on that one, huh?
Little dink, because you hit hard, and all of a sudden we go to dink it over there. Now you push 4 here.
Mansager there for the Fighting Irish. Just a freshman. It's one thing I noticed about is that's a service error. That's just number 2. One thing I noticed about all of the teams when you start looking, you think about all the freshmen that are playing for the Irish, and then you look at some of the other like Scecina as well as Bishop Chatard. There's a lot of freshmen getting some playing time.
There are 18 freshmen in Cathedral's program, and 4 of them are playing varsity.
Yeah, that's crazy.
Yep, sir.
By the way, that point by Josie Myers. We had Myers, I remember her last year.
Yes.
Thinking about her.
She dominated last year in the tournament.
Yeah, she did. She's just as good this year, if not better. Lead at 10. Great play. Short set. Nice return. From behind the attack line. How about the play by Myers again? She got 2 in a row.
One thing Myers did, though, was very patient, went up, blocked it the second time, knew it was going to come again, and was very patient to hit that ball the second time as you push 2.
So lead at 11. That'll be the 3rd service error on Cathedral. By the way, they're very good in serving at 92.5%.
I would take that.
Yeah,
92,
every time.
Yeah. We've been in some places where it was less than 70.
Yeah, it's not good. That's not good.
Well, you want to get about 85. I think you could win a lot of games at 85.
Yeah, but you win more at 90.
Yeah, thanks for doing the math for it. It's that Wyoming education that you have.
We like to state the obvious here.
I got to tell you this. I had a phone call today, talked to a young man from Chatard, a gentleman who's interested in what we do, and he says, "You and Troy have so much fun. Do you guys really like each other?" I said,
No.
We love each other."
Boy, what a nice play again to the outside.
That hit the antenna.
And so the point will go to...
Did that go to Cathedral?
I believe so. You see Lewis coming back in, so he is down to 1 here for Cathedral.
Look at the running start here. That is beautiful. So much room here.
Well, they found the hole that time.
They did.
It looked like number 5 that time, Bethany Ring.
Is that Ring or... Yeah, okay.
Either that or Ella Mensch was...
it was one of those two.
Yeah.
Long hair, can't see the number.
It's hard to tell, yeah.
They need to cut their hair back line.
Yeah. Still set point. Boy, the overpass, able to get it across.
Nice joust there. Oh, far side.
Boy, Heritage, are they going to keep it alive? Got it inside the antenna, just barely. Back to the outside again, and the overpass off the swing that time by Lewis. And then they find the hole as the Fighting Irish win the opening set 25-15.
We need your help so the youth of our community can develop advanced leadership skills. We need your help giving high school administrators and coaches the instruction and insight they need to be better role models and teachers. To learn more or to make a tax-deductible contribution, go to IHSAAfoundation.org. You'll not only be contributing to the foundation of the IHSAA, you'll be contributing to the foundation of our community.
Do you want to do another read?
Sure, why not? This is my favorite one. Move your feet so others can eat. Be part of the drumstick dash on November 23rd, beginning at 9 a.m. Troy will be there at 7:30 signing autographs.
Yes, I will.
You can either run or walk, or what I will do, I'll be limping. For the information, sign up. Go now to drumstick-org. It's a great, great way to do and give back to the community. I think Debbie and I are going to walk it.
Okay.
Yep.
But isn't that a Friday?
No, that's a Thursday. That's Thanksgiving Day.
Is that really Thanksgiving Day, the 23rd? I thought Thanksgiving was on the 24th. Our producer's going to look it up. You need to think volleyball here. There's your three officials, by the way.
Yeah. 23rd is a Thursday.
Okay.
And that's Thanksgiving Day.
Okay.
That's why they call it Drum Stick Dash.
Well, you can't do it the next day. I guess that'd be Black Friday. You can't do it then, right?
No. Broderick will be loaded by then.
That's true. So you're going to walk. Yeah, they'd be throwing up big time.
So it's 25-15. You lose this one 25-15. Let me put the hat on you. You've never coached volleyball. Let's see what you say. What do you do? What do you tell your girls?
Huh.
Okay. Great.
Yeah, play better.
Okay.
I think sometimes you've got to know when you're probably outmatched. So my thought is, I'm not going to tell them we're probably not going to win this match, but I am going to tell them let's play as best we can. So then the next team we play, that game will be really much different because it'll slow down. Probably won't be as big, and the power hitters you see on the other side. And we're talking about the number 2 team
in the state.
In the state. In the latest Z ratings, which I like. They're kind of like the Sagarin ratings.
You are exactly right, though. You tell them this is getting us ready for the sectional.
Yeah.
Play the best you can. Score as many points as you can, because these points will actually double when we get to the next level in our sectional.
Yeah. Now
very good point.
They're not going to see I shouldn't misspeak. I doubt they're going to see a Cathedral in 3A.
Not in their sectional.
Not in their sectional.
Maybe in their regional.
Yeah.
Maybe in their regional, but not in their sectional. But we've seen Guerin. We've seen Chatard play this year. Those teams are no slouches.
Yeah.
Chatard is not, Chatard in this Final Four, that took a great effort. Chatard's not bad.
Yeah.
But the quality of ball, if they can just build their confidence level, they're going to be okay.
Yeah. And that's what you do here. Again, you just play the best you can, as that's going to be Taylor Lewis again on the outside.
And that's one of the things I love about the City Alliance, because there are teams literally in 1A, 2A, 3A, and 4A in their section in this tournament that gets those teams. Good example, Covenant Christian a couple of years ago took a thumping during the regular season during the football season, and they won a state championship.
Yeah, you never know. This is Utley. See how the Eagles respond here.
And you see how your kids respond to that as well, adversity as well.
Boy, another short set point there, and that is just a big-time swing by Avery Lewis. Avery, just a sophomore. She is 6'1".
Looks like the football team just got out of practice.
Yeah.
Over there in the student section.
One thing we said earlier, though, and then, of course, you have that happen right there. You can't make mistakes, number one. You got to limit mistakes big time if you're going to stay with these type of teams. And they can't afford, we said this in the first set, too, you can't afford to get down 6, 7, 8-0.
You get down 7 or 8, it's really tough in any game, let alone this game.
Yeah. But so far, the Eagles have not put together a big-time solid attack, and the overpass cost them there. And all of a sudden, you're down 4-0. It's the little things that'll make a big difference when you play really good teams.
Hannacook did a really nice job of getting to the net, just could not get enough to get that ball over the net.
Last time that Utley was serving early in the first set, built a big lead. See, and here's another example right there. That's just too easy to defend there for the Fighting Irish. Going to need some big attacks and big swings here to try to get it by that defense. Cross-court attack and the point.
That's just good fundamental. And Heritage is there, just a little late.
Yeah. And you can't afford to be a little late.
Game's a little bit faster than what we've seen in the last couple of weeks,
yeah,
right?
It is.
Don't you think?
Yeah. And then again, just the way that so far I've been impressed with the way Cathedral defends, the way they pass, the way they block at the net. I mean, everything they do, and they've only had 3 service errors so far. They just, I shouldn't say they're perfect, but so far they're pretty flawless in this one.
With their record 13-12, Heritage Christian, they have played some good teams. And to go through the season with this winning record going into this tournament, very impressed as well.
Well, they played 8 top 64 teams, and we've got a violation there against Heritage. So think about it. You played 8 top 64 teams, and there could be a team that's 65 could be just as good as 64, and you're only like a 100th of a point behind.
Right.
So
that's why you play a tough schedule during the year.
Yeah.
I mean, you want to play as tough as you can. You want to be successful. 13-12. Shoot, they had 13 wins. I didn't have 13 wins in the 5 years. Come on.
But you had a lot of moral victories. That's what we cared about when you.
That's what I kept on telling people. Yeah. It's moral victories.
Yeah. You were undefeated in that area.
Oh, yeah. Yeah.
After a brief stoppage of play. 7-0 run here put together by Cathedral. Point will go to Heritage.
Yep.
And you look at what the timing of that double block that Cathedral puts together is also very impressive.
Yes, sir.
They get over there very quickly and jump at the same time. First point there for Heritage. Nice set. How about Avery Lewis keeping that alive and then the kill to the outside.
Again, fundamentally there, didn't give up on the ball.
You know what I like about Taylor Lewis? She can get you from the left, center, or right. It didn't matter, or from the attack line. 7-point lead, now make it 8.
And then they're looking at the zones of how Heritage Christian is lining up, and they have moved zone to zone. We have a timeout, Heritage Christian. We'll be back.
At Morales Group Staffing, we are all about building better futures. And during these times, we are working hard to put people to work. We are now hiring for hundreds of jobs with pay up to $17 an hour. Visit our website at moralesgroup.net or text JOBS, JOBS, to 317-472-7600 to apply now and get hired today.
We encourage you to subscribe to our YouTube channel, IndianaSRN. Hit the bell to get notifications for upcoming games and more. Watch as many games as you want, as many times as you want.
City Alliance semifinal game 1, and right now Cathedral dominating this second set 9-1. You know, sometimes, Keith, when you're a team that you get behind big, And you know what a mountain it is to climb. That'll help right there. That's Naomi Thier. It's such a uphill task that, not saying you don't give 100%, but you sometimes have a tendency to go, oh man, here we go again. Mm-hmm. And when it rains, it pours. You see Molly Brunkow serving, but you got to be patient about it. Big time kill on the right side. And that's the hard thing to teach players a lot of times. You can't get 8 points back all at once. You're going to have to chip away, and chip away. So that's what Heritage will have to do in this one. Side out here for Avery Lewis. Another good serve. That's going to be out of play. Ella Mensch there on the sideline trying to take it down the line. Lead back to 9. We mentioned in the pregame just so many different weapons here. The overpass. So now you give Cathedral another chance, and they find that hole.
Yep.
You ever wonder why that is always so open sometimes?
Sometimes because most of the time it's the lack of communication that you have with your other teammates.
See that a lot. Free ball here for Cathedral, and that's the one other thing. You can't give them too many of those because they'll kill you. That was right back in the middle. Tell you what, Josie Myers and her 49%, averaging nearly a block per set. Lead at 11. Good rotation again. You talk about a team that communicates well. That's Cathedral. So now free ball here for Heritage. And that's going to be a point outside left. Naomi Thier again.
And I don't know, off camera a little bit, but the official comes all the way back over just to make sure the angle. These 4 officials are really top notch. We've seen some good officials. We need officials like get involved.
There you go. Take it back to the middle to Myers.
So now at 14-13, now what you looking, if you're Cathedral, is to push maybe to 18 here.
So if I were to try to become a volleyball official, do I have to know something about volleyball?
They'll train you.
Really?
Oh, yeah, they'll train you. It's like basketball. You don't know anything about basketball and you're a basketball
True. They didn't say I had to know anything about basketball when I started it.
Don Nestor in his basketball class, I think it's week number 4 this week.
He does a basketball class?
He does a 6-week course.
Really?
And after 6 weeks, then you take the test. And then you work some freshman, junior high games, junior varsity games.
Wow. Where was Nestor when I needed him? Short set middle?
Probably working state championship. He worked many.
Oh, very rare do you get a point in the middle there against Cathedral.
Nice play. That builds your confidence right there.
Yeah. Side out once again for Stella Childs, a senior. She is a defensive specialist.
Stella's looking over the bench and say, where do I go? And there it is. Boy, that's a nice drive.
From behind the attack line. Big swing there. Back set, but that double block in the overpass. Oh, my. That's like stealing candy from a baby.
You played so well, but you're out of rotation, and she sees where you go.
Yeah.
They just think just seems like to me both teams are thinking one step ahead. Cathedral is finishing a little bit better right now than Heritage Christian.
That was Utley again who was able to get that point, get that lead back to 10. Heritage, free opportunity right here.
See the rotation there? That's good rotation. Did it get in?
No, it did not.
That's exactly the rotation you wanted to do.
That was Caitlin Vidoni there trying to get that point. Down by 11. And she did not touch it right there at the very last.
Dinosaur arms right there.
Yeah, get him in. Stella Childs. I'm sure the bench was yelling at her too. So lead back to 10. To the outside. Boy, how about that? Another big-time swing by Lewis. And then Utley got it back and delivered.
You regrouped, and you did well. Just the overpass, especially when they have time to whine and fire.
Yeah. I would love to know what the stat is on overpasses and how many times the opposing team makes you pay for it. Is there a make you pay for it somewhere in there?
Stat?
Yeah.
I had one that said lazy. We had a lazy point stat.
Really?
Yep.
Timeout, 18-6.
My name is Jay Jones. I'm the commissioner of the Heartland Collegiate Athletic Conference, and we appreciate you tuning in to tonight's game. We hope you'll stay tuned to SRN for tomorrow's Heartland Conference Game of the Week, showcasing some of the best small college football in the Midwest. We look forward to seeing you then.
Hey, Indiana. Let's clear the air about vaping. Glue, rat poison, paint. We all know these products contain poisons like formaldehyde, arsenic, and lead. And these are just a few of the chemicals you'll find in e-cigarette vapor. Let's clear the air, Indiana. Don't puff this stuff. Visit don'tpuffthisstuff.com to join the fight and spread the word.
Right there is the assistant athletic director of.
They're all tan.
He's also the basketball varsity assistant basketball coach.
Yeah, but they don't do stuff outside.
No.
How do you get his tan so dark?
You work hard.
There's a point.
That's a nice comeback after that timeout. Build some confidence. Again, you just want to get points. You just want to build confidence. You just want, you may not win this thing. Okay, so you finish third or fourth.
Yeah.
It's okay. It's the effort and the work ethic that you're putting in tonight to get you better, because then next week when you play in that sectional, you play in that sectional, you're ready.
Yeah.
Crowd is different in sectional play. This is nice little crowd in hand. It's a little loud today. It's okay.
By the way, Hannah Cook serving, -10. Well, again, Cathedral is ranked number 2 in 4A for a reason. Big front line. Block as well as anybody that you're going to see, and it's hard to get it past them. Free ball here, short set. Back set here for Heritage, good volley, and I believe we've got a double hit here, or lifted, yep. So that will go against Heritage, lead at 11. Mansager is in there for the Fighting Irish. Mentioned her being a freshman. That is Utley serving, who's done an extremely good job in the serve. The overpass, and then the joust won there by Avery Lewis.
And then you've got it over.
Yeah.
Excellent.
How about that block up front?
Excellent.
Caitlin Vadoni there for Heritage Christian. And we talked about that, though, Keith, at the beginning of the broadcast. When Heritage plays like that,
they're unstoppable.
They are. They're very good.
You know, you got to realize just 2 years ago, Troy, this was a 2A school.
Yeah.
Now, because of the growth, they're 3A to get them in that location. Oh, that almost cost them.
Yeah, Utley tried to push that one across, and we have a net violation against Heritage Christian.
Now, if you're Cathedral, you push 5.
Good look there at Taylor Lewis. As good as advertised. That'll be the 4th service error.
That's how my service errors would go. I would just throw it right in the net.
Now, if I'm not mistaken, she threw it up with the right hand, hit it with the right hand. Did she do that?
Yeah.
Is that normally how it's done?
I usually threw it behind my back and then.
Yeah, I knew that. Yeah, or between your legs or whatever. Yeah. You never showboated her. How about that?
That's Heritage Point.
Mm.
No. You know, the Bananas missed their boat in my prime. I could have played for the Bananas.
Really?
Oh, yeah.
You're speaking of the Savannah Bananas.
Yes,
yeah.
sir.
In case people wondering if you were just bananas.
The staff thinks I am, especially today.
Got a net violation again. Are you feeling better? Because you seem like you're a little looser now.
You know, the Coke has helped.
Now, explain. The Coca-Cola has helped. Yeah.
Yes.
Let's don't let anybody think that there's something weird going on here. 21-11. People hear stuff, and they're like, hey, did you hear that? Cathedral trying to go up 2-0. Not a great set there as Caroline Hampshire is in for the Fighting Irish. Bethany Ring will come into the lineup now for Heritage and will be serving.
I would go to zone 5 here, see what they would do here.
Great serve. Short set in the middle. That
the little short pass, you can't
stop it.
No. I mean, that's things just above the net,
yeah.
and you have enough preciseness to hit it between there. I mean, that's a tough play.
Oh, that's Myers again. That's you.
Well, of course.
Lead at 10. Well, that's number 5. That's really the one thing that they have not excelled on tonight.
You get to 5, you get a little concerned, aren't you?
Yeah, I would be. Yeah, if you're 90 plus 92%. So side out here for Heritage. Good look at Stella Childs. Winner this will move on to the championship tomorrow. Is that a 7 start or 7:30?
It says 7:30. Probably be more like a 7:15, 7:20 start.
Good rotation here for the Eagles. Short set in the middle again, and boy, I tell you what, that's Myers again. And one thing about it is, you mentioned a little bit ago, it's only a couple of inches above the net. When Myers goes up that high and it's all straight down, that's tough to defend. You only wish you could jump that high.
I can with the trampoline.
Yeah.
They don't allow it on the floor anymore. Oh, almost fooled him.
What do you mean anymore? I'll bet that. There she is again.
You know, no comment.
You know, the Myers name is just associated with greatness. I mean, don't you know that? So you can see why she plays so well. Set point. I'm buttering you up here.
Do you want to raise? Or
yes.
Something? Is that what it is?
And that's going to be wide, and Cathedral wins the second set 25-13. They lead it 2-0.
Can't make it to the game? We've got your back. Just go to www.IndianaSRN.org and tune in to all of the live action, or go to our on-demand service and relive your favorite moments.
We never really realize how much we depend on electricity until the power goes out. Get those lights back on when you choose the certified electricians at Bertner Electric Incorporated. Locally owned and operated, we are a member of the Better Business Bureau and provide only the highest quality of customer service. For more information, give us a call today.
We encourage you to subscribe to our YouTube channel, IndianaSRN. Hit the bell to get notifications for upcoming games and more. Watch as many games as you want, as many times as you
guarantee as you watch baseball.
2-0 Twins.
Back at Heritage Christian as
I was just giving you an update on baseball.
I appreciate that. I appreciate the other monitors that got baseball on. Boilermaker Local 374. Boilermaker Local 374 can offer you a career as an iron shipbuilder, like Troy was, a blacksmith, or a general helper, like Craig was. For more information, contact the International Brotherhood of Boilermakers at 219-845-1065.
You know, in order to be a shipbuilder,
you know how strong they are?
Oh, well, look at me. What do you mean, how strong we are?
No, they're a lot stronger than you are. But, man,
Is that manual labor? I mean, do you have to actually go out and work?
Son, I'm telling you.
That ain't happening.
For you?
No, it's not happening for me. Yeah.
You know, someone looked you up. The last broadcast, we talked about your Wyoming football career, and one of my students who looked you up and said, he didn't play football for them. I said, are you sure? Was his name Wilbur?
Wilbur.
There's a Wilbur Daragowski.
Oh.
I said, thank you. Oh, thank you. That's what I do to my hair every day. I just twist it, turn it.
And then tie it up in a bow. Yeah.
All right. With the 25-15, 25-13, if you're a Cathedral, you finish here.
Yeah.
And then, you know, if you're Heritage Christian, again, you work on what you did before.
And if I'm Cathedral, I finish quick because I want to get home, rest, get ready for tomorrow.
Well, your coaching staff's going to stay. You go home.
Yeah, that's what you expect of your coaches,
or
but you want your players to go home.
Or do you stay and watch your JV team who's playing on the other gymnasium?
No. I send my players home.
You go home.
Yep.
Okay.
If I can get them home, get them off their feet, get them good night's rest, that's always the best.
Some of these schools may not have school tomorrow because it's parent-teacher conference.
Who goes to those?
Parent-teacher conference?
Yeah.
My parent went to that a lot.
Because she had to. Your parents had to.
She was ordered to by the principal.
Can you talk to your son, please? He seems to be an issue again this year.
Keith is having a problem paying attention. Hello, Mrs. Myers. Mrs. Myers.
All right, we're ready for set 3. Don't forget, following this, it'll be Scecina and Bishop Chatard. Scecina the favorite in that one, but we'll talk about those two teams here in just a couple of moments. And, well, it's about, 20 minutes between the two matches, right?
I would assume 20 to 25 minutes between, yes.
So Cathedral will be serving, and guess who? It's Utley again. I would protest. I would not let Utley do it again.
Her number has been called a lot today.
Yes. And she has been the catalyst getting those big leads, too. When she serves, they've gotten leads that have been unsurmountable for Heritage, and that's going to be an attack error the other way, and here's your early 1-0 lead.
Want to thank the Heritage Christian Athletic Department, Stephanie and Aaron and their staff with the hospitality they have sent us over the last week, updating us on stats and those information. Thank you so much. They host this tournament very well.
From the attack line, Utley keeps it alive. And that's way behind the attack line, just inside the end line for another point.
Also want to thank all 16 schools that participated in the tournament and the athletic directors of those schools. This is a big week for them.
It is. We mentioned the Cathedral will be in Sectional 10 starting next week. That one barely hit into the net.
Sectional draw was out on Sunday. If you'd like to know that draw and where your favorite team might be, you can check out the Indiana High School Athletic Association website. Click the volleyball sectional brackets. All those sectionals are right there listed for you.
Early 3-0 lead here for Cathedral.
Way to lay out. Good job,
great
young lady.
play. And that is going to be just a little bit long.
Of course, then you can watch the semi-state, the South semi-state, right here on IndianaSRN, as Troy and I will be down at Columbus East on October 28th. I think I got the call today.
Yeah. Some good teams there. Is Greg going with us too?
I think Greg is going with us.
There is a service error. That's number 6.
That means that we'll have steak after the games because, you know, he always buys steak after the game.
That.
Yeah, I like that
I don't remember that last year.
Well, the directors make big-time money.
Yeah, I know they do. Side out here for Heritage.
Probably be a hot dog.
Hannah Cook. Well, that's a steak to somebody. Oh, boy. Hit near side.
You got to follow through on that hit.
So a 2-point lead. By the way, boys golf is, or I should say girls golf is over. And boys tennis is coming to an end. There's another point. All of a sudden, 4-3.
Out of rotation by Cathedral. Yeah, golf was last weekend.
Yeah.
Tennis is this.
Well, they're the regionals this week.
And then state is in 2 weeks, correct?
They'll be less than 2 weeks. And then football draws on Sunday.
This Sunday.
So we'll know everybody's path there, too. 4-3.
The communication of Cathedral has broke down. Not as crisp.
Well, you sometimes have a tendency to lose a little bit of focus when you get a big lead. Utley sets it to the outside. There's that double block making it tough on Heritage, and there's an attack air. Point will go to Cathedral.
Our upcoming games, we have high school football for you on Friday night. Perry Meridian taking on Decatur Central. Also, Shortridge is at Chatard, and Vincennes is at Memorial. Saturday, the IHSAA football. You got Defiance and Rose-Hulman. That's soccer. That's doubleheader. Our football game, Rose-Hulman and Manchester, all right here on IndianaSRN. IHSAA Athletics, along with the Indiana High School Athletic Association, keeps us pretty busy.
Beautiful graphics.
Thank you.
Who does those?
A guy named Jerry Collins.
Does he?
Yes.
6'3". And there is number 7.
He paint strokes all of them.
Does he?
Yeah.
I happened to notice that there was a football in the background on those, so I kind of figured it was football, right? Pretty good deduction, huh?
That's brilliant.
Thanks, Colombo.
Man. One more thing.
Yes. And down the line, there's another point. This time, that was Caroline Hancher. Back to 3.
Heritage is playing better this game, though. Much better passing. Nice set.
Down the line, that one is wide. And the thing is about, though, yeah, you're playing better, but those little things I said a little bit ago that kind of hurt you, though. You need to get that in between the lines so you have a chance to get a point. Big swing there on the near side and the point. That's Mitchell again. And coming into the lineup will be Molly Brunkow. This is the 29th match of the year for Cathedral. 26 for Heritage. Oh, how about that? From the floor. And you're able to keep it alive, and you eventually get the point because Bakemeyer was able to keep it. How have you ever? You don't see that much.
We used to give an extra effort award, and you got a Reese Cup. Right now, she'd come out of the bench, and we give her. Well, actually, we probably need her on the floor. We would give her a Reese Cup. You know whose
for everyone
meal that was? Right? Well, every effort, every first effort, extra effort, you got a Reese Cup.
You know, there's a baseball team this year that did that. And I forget. I think it was college. If they got a base hit, the guy at first base would give them a treat.
Was Earl Roberts.
Okay.
They got a gummy worm.
There you go. 10-5 and make it 10-6.
The gummy worm when you got to first base. How would you like to be the first base coach to have those in your pocket?
Stuck in your pocket on a hot day.
Thanks, team manager.
Your hands would always be sticky.
Oh, yeah.
10-6. 10-7.
How about that? I'm impressed.
They have not given up in this one. Not sure why everyone is looking at the...
Well, we're trying to find where the ball went. There it is.
Oh, by the way, I'm not sure why they... There you go. I was going to say, why was Cathedral ready to serve, but the point went to...
Well, you'd hope that the other 4 officials didn't
notice
it.
We're getting the wrong guy shooting the free throw.
Yes.
-3 as you get a look at another
How about that?
point.
That's a line drive.
Bethany Ring.
Yeah, they're coming off they're coming off the bench. Little life here. That's good.
Yeah. Kind of run they needed right here, and that'll be a service error.
Everybody runs away from the ball. I'm not touching it. You touch it.
Caroline Hanchar is just a freshman. There's that block again, but able to get it back across.
Nice rotation.
And Utley made you pay for it. That was almost an overpass.
Mm-hmm.
Utley listed at 5'7".
She looks a lot bigger than 5'7".
I do think so, too. +4 here for Cathedral. Basically a free ball now for the Fighting Irish, and it went deep off the left side for Taylor Lewis again.
You know, we're almost 4 weeks away from hearing the bouncing of basketballs.
I know. There is a little overlap there, isn't there, between volleyball and basketball?
1 week.
1 week. Free ball here for Cathedral. Back to Lewis, just inside the line, and just like that, it's back to 6.
Our first basketball game is November the 3rd, I do believe. College basketball has started practice already.
It have.
That Midnight Madness.
+6 now for the Fighting Irish. Heritage needs a run right here. From behind the attack line.
Way to wake up.
Wow, how'd they keep that alive, coming off the net like that? There's a block up front. Utley is there. Also, Josie Myers.
Heritage Christian did everything right that time and got them off guard, but they were alert enough to keep that ball in play. Great ball by both teams there.
Heritage had gotten to within 2, and all of a sudden it is back up to 8. That just again shows you the firepower of Cathedral.
Flexing their muscle, right?
Yeah. See if Heritage can come back here. And they do. Not sure that was meant. It was ended up being a left hand by Naomi Thier. That stops a run there by the Fighting Irish, looking for their 11th win in a row.
Stella coming back into the game. Stella Childs.
They're going to need another good run here. Get back into this one. Great play there by Childs. That one is played off, I believe, the basketball backboard. Short set in the middle and the point. That'll be Thier.
Yeah, you didn't cover in the back row. What might have happened there is they're out of rotation a little bit because that hit off the backboard, and you're late getting to your spot. They're still in this thing.
Yeah. Down by 6. Good look at Childs. Boy, there it is again, the open hole. And tell you what, Taylor Lewis, I would imagine in that stage when you're looking at Lewis coming at you like that, you're thinking you're back on your heels. And
you don't know what she's going to do. Is she going to hit me hard or is she going to hit the little soft?
She went soft that time. Oh, boy, if you're going to push that, try to catch him off guard.
Yeah, but she was going to be called for this double hit anyway.
18-10 Cathedral.
Thinking about what to do after high school? Consider a career with Boilermakers Local 374. As a Boilermaker apprentice, you'll earn while you learn. We offer excellent wages and benefits, and as part of our no-cost hands-on apprenticeship program, you'll learn from the best in state-of-the-art training centers and on the job. Become a union Boilermaker and get on your way to a great career. Find out more, visit www.local374.org or call 219-845-1000.
We encourage you to follow us on Twitter at IndianaSRN. Find upcoming games, video highlights, and much more. Follow us now at IndianaSRN.
Tonight's game brought to you in part by the Morales Group, building better futures one story at a time. They have locations in Indy, Zionsville, Anderson, Columbus, and Lafayette. For more information, give them a call at 317-472-7600.
They've been with us for 15 years. Thank you.
And you said the one son had a birthday the other day.
Oh, yeah. Well, the grandson.
18-10, and they found that hole again, a collision there between two Eagle players. Lead back to 9. Good look right there at Josie Myers.
She's got another year. She's played varsity all 4 years. She'll end up playing all 4 years.
Yeah. 8 service errors tonight by Cathedral. Lead still at 8. They'll return the favor. Coming in the lineup now will be Jordan Peter. Peter is a 5'9" senior. And there's Utley. Back set to the right. Utley sets it up as well. Another good play there.
Nice rotation.
And the point down the line.
Nice rotation by Heritage Christian that time.
Hannah Cook is the one, I think, who kept that one alive.
She did. Yes, sir.
Kate Johnson stepping in, a junior. Side out for the Eagles. Cathedral trying to finish it off in 3. The overpass cost them there. Well, they have really, and speaking of Cathedral, again, they played so well in those first 2 sets, but not as well in this 3rd set.
But either that or has Heritage played much better?
Yeah. Probably a little of both.
I think it is both. I think the confidence level that,
there was another overpass, but we had a net violation against Mitchell.
Mitchell goes, what did I do? Well, can't grab the net, honey.
Yeah, Mitchell's one of those, you're like only a freshman.
Yeah, and she's got the IQ.
Yeah, she's a very good, smart player. Lead at 8. That is Mitchell.
That 10-foot mark.
Yep. In fact, a lot of times they're taking off well before that 10-foot line. Heritage from the outside left. Utley able to set it up. Here we go back the other way, and the point from the middle. From the attack line.
They just keep coming at you. Push 3.
Lead at 9. Good look again at Taylor Lewis. Cathedral trying to move on to the championship game tomorrow. We'll have that second game. That's just inside the line. Radoni there for the kill.
And we'll stay on the air. We won't be on the air, but we'll stay on the air and we'll catch that second game. Probably 20 to 22 minutes right after this ball game.
Yep. Yeah, we'll do a little pregame about 10 minutes before the start. It's Utley once again, the outside. And we've got a double hit. Lead down to 7. That, as you see, now equals the 15 that Heritage scored in the opening set. Cathedral looking for their 25th win of the year. Now lead at 23-15. Well, they're on a roll, and think about winning their 11th in a row as you see Josie Myers coming back in.
So they haven't lost a game in the whole entire month of September, right?
It's been a while. Miss hit there the other way by Brunkow. Nope, that's going to be Mensch. And we're at match point. And they'll leave it up here to Avery Lewis. Mitchell trying to keep him alive. Boy, almost a great play. And we will stay here at match point.
Heritage Christian has vastly improved each. This game has done much better in fundamental softball, volleyball, much better.
This will be Brunkow again on the serve. Short set to the middle, and you finish it off with Josie Myers. So Cathedral picks up the win tonight. They win it 3-0. Cathedral now 25-4, winners of 11 in a row. Heritage will fall now to 13-13, and the Irish again will play the winner of Scecina and Bishop Chatard. As we mentioned, that one is coming up in about 20-25 minutes. We'll stay right here. We'll take a small break. You can join us again in a little bit. Bishop Chatard at 13-14. Scecina is at 19-10. Your final thoughts?
A game that took an hour and 9 minutes to play, 25-15, 25-13, 25-16. Heritage Christian, again, once again, playing up. Much better game 3. They'll be all right. Sectional play next week. I think they'll be okay.
All right, that'll do it. First game in the books here tonight. Cathedral wins it 3-0.
Well, good evening and welcome to game number 2 and semifinal number 2 of the City Alliance Tournament. Keith Myers along with Troy Duragoski at Indianapolis Scecina taking on Chatard Trojans in this semifinal number 2. Today's sponsors are brought to you by the Morales Group, building better futures one story at a time. Aspen Creek Grill, why go anywhere else for delicious food? Bertner Electric, providing quality electronic services in Central Indiana. Boilermaker 374, we're second to none in quality and performance. Clean Slate, inspire innovation that moves business forward. Piper Logistics, from warehouse to transportation and everything in between. And Drumstick Dash 23. Move your feet for others can eat. Troy Duragoski, Keith Myers, and Troy, we saw game number 1 dominated by Cathedral in 3 sets against Chatard. This one's a little closer. 2 seed, number 3 seed. They have already played 3 other times. Scecina has won all of the 3 of those teams. What do you expect of this ball game?
Well, when you have a series that you've won the last 2 or the last 3, from a psychological standpoint, you call that I've got your number. And I think that's what Scecina feels going to this one tonight. They've got their number. They're 19-10 coming in. They're in the 2A ranks. They're ranked number 8 in 2A, and they will be a really, really dominant force when it comes to that sectional 42. They're going to have a couple of the teams in there that might give them some fits, but you have to feel that they're going to be the team to beat in sectional 42. So I'm thinking just from the standpoint, Bishop Chatard, they're going to have to get out what we thought was going to have to happen in the Heritage Christian matchup the last time. You've got to get out to a fast start. You've got to stay in the match and not allow Scecina tonight to go on big 6, 7, 8-point runs and get yourself in a hole. We talked about that in the first game. It's kind of like keep yourself in the game enough to where you have a chance to win in the fourth quarter, and that's what you're going to have to do. That did not happen in the first game, and you saw Cathedral kind of coast after getting big leads, and Bishop Chatard cannot afford to get in a hole here again tonight.
You know, Indianapolis Scecina was just 2 points away from getting to a state championship last year. Really did a nice job. Lost a lot of seniors, lost a lot of firepower, but boy, they just booed Tim, his head coach at Scecina, really has got some kids believing in the system. They're back in their own form. Many years ago, Troy, this ball club, Scecina, time in, time out, was very dominant for their class, and they're right back at it again. For Indianapolis Chatard, I like the new coach. I like their new style. They just need to play fundamental volleyball and just bring the ball back. Put the ball in play. If you put the ball in play, make them move, many things can happen for you.
Got a couple of good seniors, too, and you think about Amira Lockett, does just about everything from blocks to aces to kills. She'll be a big factor tonight. Madeline Lunsford is another all-around senior. Another senior is about 5'9", gives them plenty of size. So I think how they go, and then, of course, Charlotte Dudek is an outside hitter, just a sophomore. She's 5'9" as well. She'll be another big key. But those 3 names you'll probably hear a lot in this one here tonight.
You keep Lockett in the middle of the floor. You keep Lockett in the middle of the floor, she'll do some things for you. She will just pass the ball well and do a really good job for you.
Yeah, no doubt about it. And you had a couple of other players as well in there with Tristan Morris and Ava Eckelbarger. They'll be 2 key players here tonight for Bishop Chatard as well. We'll take a timeout. We'll come back. More on the Crusaders and the Trojans in a moment.
Thinking about what to do after high school? Consider a career with Boilermakers Local 374. As a Boilermaker apprentice, you'll earn while you learn. We offer excellent wages and benefits, and as part of our no-cost hands-on apprenticeship program, you'll learn from the best in state-of-the-art training centers and on the job. Become a union Boilermaker and get on your way to a great career. Find out more, visit www.local374.org or call 219-845-1000.
We encourage you to follow us on Twitter at IndianaSRN. Find upcoming games, video highlights, and much more. Follow us now at IndianaSRN.
Back here at Heritage Christian for our second semifinal matchup, the Trojans and the Crusaders. coming up in just a couple of moments. First off, a little bit more about Bishop Chatard. They are number 49 in the 3A ranks in the latest Z ratings. Their strength of schedule at 549 coming in. Now here is the similarity between the two teams. Bishop Chatard is 0 for 4 against top 25 teams. They're 0 for 7 against top 64 teams. On the other side, Scecina 0 for 3 against top 25 teams and 0 for 7 against top 64 teams. So they have not had success against teams that are in the top 64 in the state of Indiana.
Well, at this time of the year, that may not concern you anymore because sectional play is always – there's always a new season when it comes down to sectional play. So they do both play a very strong schedule within their class, which helps a little bit. But, there's nothing you can do about the schedule.
Yeah.
You just got to play, got to go up and play the people that you're scheduled to play and hope for the best and keep going.
And we mentioned, of course, with Bishop Chatard being in the sectional that they are in, and they've got, in fact, that's going to be, I think, wide open. Other than maybe Heron and Shortridge in sectional 27, you have Hamilton Heights, you have Heritage Christian, Garin, Bishop Chatard. They're all within maybe less than 3 points when you think about those Z ratings, and so that's going to be very, very close. It'll be a fun one to watch.
Hamilton Heights has been very good in the last couple of years. Very good ball club, good coaching staff over there. I find it very interesting about how that sectional is put up. You got Hamilton Heights way up north, and everybody else is in central Indiana. But that's going to be a fun sectional. Sectional, this 2A sectional with Eastern Hancock, Triton Central, we talked about that. They just beat each other up.
Yeah.
And here comes Scecina that I would think really should be the favorite to win that sectional. I think Irvington Prep is also in that sectional, and Riverside is in that sectional.
Yeah.
So the sectional draw was Sunday. You get past the first 2 rounds, you got to get ready for that third round.
Yeah, but between Scecina, Eastern Hancock, Triton Central in that sectional, 20.02 is Scecina's score. Eastern Hancock at 19.66 and Triton Central at 19.22. We're less than a point between the top 3 teams.
Yeah.
That's going to be really, really good.
It should be fun.
All right, and we're going to take a timeout. Let's take another timeout real quick, and then we'll come back, get this one started here in a moment. It's the Trojans and Crusaders coming up here on IndianaSRN.
Can't get to a computer? Then we've got you covered. Just go to the IndianaSRN app and stay up to date with all of your favorite teams. You can watch live coverage or relive the experience with our on-demand service.
Thanks for coming back as semifinal number 2. Indianapolis Chatard Trojans and the Indianapolis Scecina Crusaders. Keith Myers, Troy Derogowski. Let's look at our schedule looking ahead.
You know I'm really pleased about tonight most of all?
That you're with me?
No, well, that's really, really high on the list, but you have said my name right every time. I love that.
No problem, Tim. Let's look at Friday night's action as high school football for you. It's week number 8. Can you believe that?
Yes, I can.
Perry Meridian, Decatur Central. That is at Decatur Central, game time at 7 o'clock. 7 o'clock start also. Indianapolis Shortridge takes on Indianapolis Scecina. That's a 7 o'clock start
That's
as
Chatard.
Well. Did I say Chatard?
You said Scecina.
Oh, Indianapolis Bishop Chatard.
Yeah,
sorry.
that's all right.
They'll never forgive me. Sorry, Trojans. Then Sins taking on Memorial, also down in Evansville. On Saturday, HCAC soccer for you is Defiance and Rose-Hulman. Doubleheader, 1 and 3:30. And in the football game, Manchester hosts Rose-Hulman on their homecoming. Cannot wait to see the marching band at Manchester on Saturday. All those things right here on IndianaSRN. If you are a sponsor or someone that would like to underwrite our programs, you can contact us at coach@IndianaSRN.org. We'd love to talk to you about that.
Couple of numbers tonight for Scecina coming in. Their hit percentage at 193, so they're going to be strong in that area here this evening. Also, their serve percentage at 91.6, so they're a very good serving team. Blocks, they have 4.6 blocks per set in this one, and also keep an eye on their digs as well tonight at 21.3 per set. On the other side, you have a hit percentage at 104 for Bishop Chatard, their kill percentage at 29, their service percentage at 91.2, so they're a team that can serve with the best of them. Their ace percentage at 11.6, blocks per set at 1.2, digs per set at 12.5, and their assists at 6.9. There you see the Trojans. They'll be the visiting team here tonight, I do believe, or do they decide that if, like some teams in professional sports, they wear the white at home and the dark on the road, and then sometimes they wear the dark at home and they're white on the road? What's the difference?
No, if you seed the tournament, which they did,
yeah,
Scecina was the second seed, so they are the home team.
But they're wearing dark uniforms too.
Scecina was the 2 seed.
I'm trying to understand the whole, uniform thing.
It's the seeding.
Yeah.
So if I'm the number 1 seed, I get to pick whatever I want.
Okay.
Color-wise.
But then why didn't the other team pick white instead of?
Official Human is one of our sponsors tonight. Thanks to today's official for their dedication and hard work. Without them, we don't play. If you have nothing nice to say, say nothing at all. Sportsmanship is everyone's job.
I'm just trying to understand the game, that's all.
Here, read this real quick.
This broadcast is copyrighted by IndianaSRN and the Indiana High School Athletic Association for the private use of our audience. The use of pictures, video, questions, or audio without the expressed written permission of the IHSAA and IndianaSRN is prohibited. Did I do okay?
Yes. Much better.
Scecina will be in the red, and Bishop Chatard will be in the blue.
Is that red or maroon?
Looks red to me.
It's maroon, but that's okay.
Well, maybe their colors are supposed to be maroon, but I'm pretty sure that looks like red to me. So, I tell you what, if you could see what's going on behind the scenes, you would be amazed.
We're you know what? God is good, and we do it for the audience of one, and we're glad that you have joined us as well.
Yes.
There are thousands of people watching this thing.
Thousands.
And they, you know what the thing is? They're going, man, who are those two nuts doing this game?
Well, you know what? You got to have fun sometimes in life, and it's still a game.
It is. It's just a game.
You see Bishop Chatard getting their final lineup ready to go here, and we will be set here in just a couple of moments. You've just joined us. Cathedral got by Heritage Christian 3-0 in their win, so they advance to the championship game tomorrow night. Of course, we'll have that for you right here on IndianaSRN, and not a good start for Bishop Chatard, their first service error of the night. We talk about so many times the mistakes that you make, and they will come back and get you eventually. So you don't want a whole lot of unforced errors if possible. Middle set, big-time swing. Defended well, though, by Scecina, and they'll come back in the middle, but they block up front.
Oh, if you're Scecina right now, because you've had beaten Chatard so many times in a row, the first 5, 6, 7 points, you got to be ready to play.
That'll go to Bishop Chatard. They ended up with a net violation there by Scecina. By Bishop Chatard, it was Reese McKinney who ended up getting that last point right before the error made by Scecina. Nice return after a near overpass. And the return there by Molly Wellborn. We'll be calling her name quite a bit tonight as well. And there's Bishop Chatard. Early 3-1 lead.
Got pretty good with the start.
Natalie Bolenbacher, number 21 for Scecina, leads the team in aces, digs percent, and assist percent, and that's going to be touched, and I believe the point will go to Scecina.
No, did it go to Scecina?
Yeah, okay, it did.
Was that ball touched?
It was. So 3-2, Bishop Chatard, side out here for Scecina. Cathedral, I'm sure, going with their players there, but hanging around, and there's another point. Bishop Chatard out strong. Reese McKinney there for Bishop Chatard, and coming to the lineup now will be Charlotte Dudek.
You just want to keep the ball in play if you're Chatard. Whatever you do, just keep the ball alive.
Mentioned, of course, in that earlier contest, and boy, there you go, coming back the other way. Point there by Leah Guilfoy. You just want to stay close, and then sometimes you're playing a better team with a better record, perhaps. That's just the key. Give yourself a chance to win. And volleyball's such a game of momentum.
Yep.
You get a little bit of a run going, the next thing you know, you're up 6 or 7, and then it's just a kind of just, you can even play even the rest of the way. -1 here on Scecina's serve. Trojans on the attack from the 10-foot line.
Nice rotation.
Boy, outside left, big swing there by Olivia Engelmeyer. There's another Meyer.
Yeah, well, we're everywhere. Scecina is just a little bit smaller than Chatard.
Yeah.
So they'll have to play a little bit more aggressive at the net.
Down by 1. And the point. That'll go to Amira Lockett. Lockett at 5'10" and a senior there for the Trojans. Lockett leading this team, or at least in the top 2 or 3 in just about every category offensively. Also averaging just under 1 block per set. That one hit into the net. Point will go to Scecina. Crusaders, another one of those teams. They have 4 different freshmen listed on their varsity roster, so they have quite a few players that are very young getting some playing time. Nice swing. That's going to be Madeline Lunsford. We talked about her in the pregame. Ellie Deck has come in, a 5'7" senior now for Bishop Chatard. Eckelbarger there on the serve. Scecina leads it by 1. Down the line, and the big swing there by Engelmeyer again. Her hit percentage at 199.
Looked like no one moved.
Yeah.
Everybody's standing still.
That'd have been frozen on that one, so Scecina now takes a 2-point lead. The overpass, free ball now. And a free ball back the other way. To the middle, but the set was a little bit off the mark.
Mistimed her jump. Separation here. You get 4, 5, 6 points separation.
And that is exactly what Scecina is counting on. Get that first set. Really put a lot of pressure back on the other team, and misplay there for the Trojans.
And especially since you have dominated this team this year, you win that first set, the doubts creep in your mind pretty quickly.
I'll mention that a little bit in the pregame. You get that psychological edge, and it does make a difference. There's another overpass in the joust at the net, and another big mistake for the Trojans. That's Hannah Engelmeyer. She's a senior. Olivia just a freshman. And now you're lead at 5, the biggest of the match here for the Crusaders. Back set to the right side. This time it pays dividends.
You know, you look at the city draw, and you have the 1 seed, 2 seed, 3 seed, and 4 seed. So the matchups, and the coaches did a nice job matching these up. But I tell you what, early rounds were very interesting this year.
Yeah, I bet they were.
In fact, we had a couple of upsets in the early rounds.
By the way, Renee Waugh ended up getting the point there for Bishop Chatard. Back to the outside, and there's Olivia Engelmeyer. Averaging 2.9 kills per set. And now serving will be Avery McCoy. McCoy with 36 aces coming into this one. Lead is at 5. Scecina looking for their 20th win of the year, and a misplay on the back row. Mentioned for Scecina, they're the 8th rated team in 2A. That's going to be a fun sectional at 42 when you talk about Eastern Hancock and Triton Central right in there.
You know, when you're in the top 10 in your class, that's not bad.
You're doing something right.
You are doing something right.
Well, and you know it's legit because listen, early on you never know, but you're 29 games in now, 30 games in. There's a point. That'll be Claire Wilmering.
Well, you're 29 games in. You're not ranked in the top 10 if you're not playing.
Right.
And you're playing a very tough strengthening schedule for being 19-10.
Yeah. Yeah, I mentioned they played 10 teams this year in the top 64, and that's going to be the point up front.
Found the back door.
That's a nice play there by Amira Lockett again. Yeah, you played now a third of your schedule against top 64 teams. That's a pretty good schedule. 4-point lead.
See that ball dancing on the net?
Oh, boy, no kidding. Crusaders back on the attack from the outside, and they are able to get the point thanks to Molly Wellborn.
We want to thank Jason Kerr and the athletic department of Scecina, and also the athletic department of Chatard for their help today.
Zamaya Slack will come in now for Scecina. She has 22 blocks on the year.
I like it when she doesn't like, I don't like this ball. Can I have another ball, please? The captain asked the official if they could use the other ball, and he gave him permission.
It's like a pitcher doesn't like certain baseballs.
Exactly.
Didn't have the right feel. Lead at 5, the overpass. Scecina able to get it back across. Runner there put together by Courtney Kramer. There's another one that rolled almost on the side of the net.
Look at that set.
There you go.
That's pretty impressive.
That's Wellborn.
I like that set. Got that up. Rotation is nice.
You know, I got to add something here. And now we just saw Cathedral, and we saw their athleticism in that front line. If I'm Scecina or Bishop Chatard, if I advance to tomorrow, I'm going to have to find a way to win that at the net because they're so big.
They have so many play hitters and so many good role players. You got to play against their strength. How do you do that? Got a timeout? 15-8. We'll be back.
We encourage you to subscribe to our YouTube channel, IndianaSRN. Hit the bell to get notifications for upcoming games and more. Watch as many games as you want, as many times as you want.
Bertner Electric Incorporated is fully licensed and bonded electrical contractor for your protection. Our electricians are available 24/7 for service calls and specialize in electrical service and storm damage repair. For more information, give us a call today.
My name is Jay Jones. I'm the commissioner of the Heartland Collegiate Athletic Conference, and we appreciate you tuning in to tonight's game. We hope you'll stay tuned to SRN for tomorrow's Heartland Conference Game of the Week, showcasing some of the best small college football in the Midwest. We look forward to seeing you then.
Back here at Heritage Christian, 15-8 score. Scecina trying to take this opening set. Crusaders back on the attack. Boy, not a very good set there. Ball overpassed, and it'll cost the Crusaders a point.
Overthinking at that time. Got to just play the ball, get the ball.
This is Ellie Deck serving with the left hand. That was a little bit outside the reach there for Wellborn, but able to get the return, and then down the line, just out of bounds.
This is our third time seeing Chatard this year. Is that correct? Second or third time?
I think it's my third.
Okay.
Yeah. First time seeing Scecina. Boy, near overpass almost cost Bishop Chatard again. Hey, way to keep that alive.
Rotating. Bring
One
it back
more.
in.
Oh, my, that must have
hit the backboard.
Yeah. They both, in fact, both those players there for Bishop Chatard had a beat on it.
And those backboards are up high, folks.
Ended up costing Bishop Chatard a point there. Down by 8 now in this opening set. You know, one thing, and again, I'll point this out, when we saw Cathedral a few moments ago, just their athleticism and that big front line, I will be curious to see. That'll be a point there for Bishop Chatard. I'm going to be curious what the game plan is going to be for either one of these two teams going in to try to equalize that front row. Do you have an answer for me?
I'll have an answer tomorrow.
Thanks. You want to sleep on it, don't you?
I gotta watch film.
17-10. Scecina back to the right side, get the point.
That hit was either hit my face and hurt myself or put both hands up and protect my face.
I think that was Avery McCoy who's leaving the lineup.
Yep.
Yeah, that was self-defense for sure. Lead at 8. Bishop Chatard had the early lead, and there's another one. Look out, Amira Lockett.
Well, we talked about Amaya during the pregame. If she plays in that middle, she can strike the ball pretty hard.
Saw her do it right there. Lead at 7 now for the Crusaders. Back to the outside. The double block attempt as Engelmeyer there, Olivia Engelmeyer. Mentioned her just being a freshman. Side out Crusaders. This has been, if you really get down to it, as Bishop Chatard comes back, gets the point, looked like Lunsford in the middle. It's been kind of a quiet lead here for Scecina. Nothing flashy.
The stretch, that first sensation of stretching it and then have maintained it.
Yeah. And it's just been 2-3 at a time.
Yep.
In the middle, that'll be Ainsley Brown, another freshman.
Now you're pushing 5 to get this thing done for you. Game number 1.
Side out for the Crusaders. 8-point lead. Bishop Chatard needs a run here, and there is an attack error, just a little bit too much on it.
You know, if you lighten that hit a little bit, that might have gone in.
This is the biggest lead they have had. How about that floater, huh? And that's going to be long again. So 2 straight attack errors.
Now you push 3.
Yep. Good look there at Leah Guilfoy, another freshman.
See the rotation of the ball there?
Yeah.
Ball up in the air, spin the ball, nice little rotation. Now you push 2.
You know, she mixed it up too. The last one was a high arcer. This one a little bit straighter.
Almost like a curveball, knuckleball, slider.
Yeah.
There's that knuckle right there.
And those are tough. And the overpass cost you.
Yeah, you got to put that right at the net.
Down by 10. Quinn Johnson, number 18, will come in and serve. Also into the lineup now for Bishop Chatard will be Reese McKinney. You know, speaking of Bishop Chatard, they're relatively young, too. They got a lot of sophomores in the lineup tonight. Trojans back to the outside left. Big hit there by Olivia Engelmeyer. Unfortunately, unable to get it across.
Yep.
Lead will be at 9. Winner on to the championship game tomorrow. Good return there for the Trojans.
Nice set.
That'll be long. There seems to be a little confusion there for Scecina on where
Who's
they
gonna
want
get the ball.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Do you see that too?
Yeah.
So you talk about communication. There was just something wrong on that play.
There you go.
Boy, how about that one? Look out. Big swing there by Olivia Engelmeyer. See our hit percentage is nearly 200.
How impressed are you with Nick Lewis to throw that ball back on the floor?
And not lose sight of what he's doing.
Yeah. Catch one hand.
Probably his hot dog in the other hand.
Probably did.
Coke sitting there close. That was going to be probably close to being out, but Bishop Chatard tried to play it, and Scecina wins the opening set 25-15.
To you. Faithfully standing with us. You are truly making a difference in the lives of our neighbors in need.
Tonight's game brought to you in part by Piper Logistics. Piper Logistics specializes in everything from warehousing to transportation and everything in between. We'll ask Keith what that is. 3 services, 1 solution. We do it all. For further information, give them a call at 317-396-1023. So what is in between warehousing and transportation?
Between.
Yeah, between.
Yeah, be and tween.
You take a look at Scecina. They methodically kind of put together a winning formula there in that opening set, winning it 25-15. And again, I said a little bit ago, it seemed like it was just kind of like 2 or 3 at a time. They didn't get on a big run, but Bishop Chatard made some mistakes, and it cost them. In fact, mistakes that would be accentuated by an overpass or hitting it out of play where they've got to really reel that in. You going to help me at all the rest of this broadcast?
I'm doing my best right now. I'm trying to figure out what the Chatard mind and what the coaching stuff is now, because they have not won a game here, against Scecina. They're struggling, and sometimes you play teams that has that block. You have that mental block, and you just don't know what to do to get your kids, to say, okay, we can. Yeah. And it's tough right now.
It's kind of like having a bad day, and at the end of the day, you're just trying to get yourself through it. I know how that feels, though, sometimes.
You ask for some Tylenol, and you get the Tylenol, and you get ready to go, right?
That's it. That's all you can do.
Hey, congratulations to Indianapolis Cathedral as they will advance to the championship game. Great year for Indianapolis Heritage Christian. Their eyes now are on their tournament play.
Yeah, and we're right around the corner. These 2 teams will be in some tough sectionals, too. We mentioned a little bit ago about sectional 42 there for Scecina. On the other side, you have probably, I don't know much about Shortridge or Heron, but I think between Guerin, Chatard, Heritage Christian, and Hamilton Heights, that's going to be tough.
Those are some really good quality teams.
That'll be the time, though.
Where is that sectional being played at?
I think that's at Bishop Chatard.
Oh.
Yeah. One thing about it, though, you get into tournament play, it's a different feeling all around.
You cannot make mistakes.
No. This is Avery McCoy, and the receiving error made there by Bishop Chatard, and an early start here for Scecina. That'll frustrate you as a head coach, too. Wasn't a terribly awkward serve of any kind, and then you don't receive it well and get yourself into an offensive attack.
And then you do that.
And then you do that on the other side. Amira Lockett back in to play that front row. Boy, if Scecina goes up 2-0 in this one, that's going to be a huge hill to climb for Bishop Chatard. Boy, what a swing on the left side there by Wellborn. 269 hit percentage, 37 aces coming in. She averages nearly 5 kills per set. Shows you how good she is on the outside, and that'll be a service error.
There's your frustration right there as a coach. You play 2 great plays, 2 good balls, and then you force the ball out of bounds 2 times to give them the lead, to be tied.
Where you could have maybe gained some momentum there.
You could be up 4-0.
The overpass and the joust at the net. Lockett almost thought she had the point. Back to Lockett again. This time she delivers.
I like her.
I do too.
Good ball player. What year is she?
She's a senior. 5'10". So 3-2 lead. By the way, Chatard had the lead in the first set. Good double block up front. Lockett was there. Also there was Reese McKinney.
Your freshmen become sophomores, and you're sad about that. But, man, when your seniors are leaving you and they're the key of your team, someone needs to step up.
Tough to replace. Back to the outside for Scecina. There's going to be Wellborn. Yeah, the best thing about freshmen is they become sophomores, right?
Yeah, but the worst thing is they grow up and they become seniors.
And then you lose them and you got to replace them. Name of the game. 4-3. But, boy, if they stay with you 4 years and do what you ask them to do, they can be quite an asset to your program. Good play in the middle by Lockett. Pushed that one deep and just a little bit out of play.
My head coach was excited when I was getting ready to leave.
I heard about that.
Yeah.
He was helping you pack.
Go on. Good luck to you, son.
Trojans will give it back. Let's see what Scecina has here. Boy, back to the outside again. Big swing there by Wellborn. Great play to keep it alive. Bishop Chatard on the outside. Nice dig there in that back row. Good volley here. And just a little bit too much of an overpass. Unable to handle it there is Eckelbarger. So Scecina, just like what we saw in the first set, after trailing early, they have now come back to take the lead. Side out, Crusaders. Trojans, no attack there. Down the line on the push. That one ends up hitting up above again. That might hit the ceiling. That's a hard one to adjust to. Now, you could adjust to it because I've seen your quickness and your agility and your court sense, but not everybody can do that.
Thank you.
It's okay.
I appreciate that.
Tied at 5. How about that swing?
You play here at Heritage Christian, the ceilings are a little bit higher. You go to Chatard and Scecina, maybe their ceilings a little bit lower. To adjust in location is really good, too. A quick start to do this.
That was Dudek, by the way, I do believe, on that last heater. And all of a sudden, Chatard has come back with 2 straight. Charlotte Dudek, only a sophomore at 5'9". See how Scecina responds here. There's your double block up front again. Lockett was there, and also number 15, Dudek. And a timeout on the floor. Chatard leads it by 3.
Aspen Creek Grill, we are a from-scratch concept with comfort fresh food. You can expect a world-class experience on a great budget. We've got incredible specials, great service. Today's dish that we're going to highlight is going to be our Aspen Blue Sirloin. It is, again, our premium Black Angus certified beef, and we top that with a blue cheese crust. Again, everything that we do here is made from scratch, and it's no different from our steaks. We hand cut all our steaks in-house. So our team back there is just an incredible team. Everything that they do, they take so much pride in. They put a little bit of themselves into everything that they do over here, especially since it is a made from scratch concept. We want everybody to come, visit us, enjoy some great food with some great service.
Well, Scecina needed a timeout as Bishop Chatard coming back strong with Lockett and Dudek up on that front row playing well. How about that? 4 in a row now for the Trojans.
They have done a great job coming back, haven't they?
Boy, no kidding. You kind of feel the momentum. We talked about that earlier, swinging their way. This is Reese McKinney on a roll right now up until the service error right there. That'll snap the 4 points in a row. Olivia Engelmeyer back in now for Scecina. And if you're the head coach for the Crusaders, you might believe at this stage you're going to get the wake-up call here. Anderson and Rolls Hallman soccer is now underway. Women's soccer tonight on one of our channels here on IndianaSRN. Boy, what a play there by Courtney Kramer.
We got it all for you.
We can even keep you updated on baseball. How about that in the middle? That'll be a Myra Lockett again.
The momentum has definitely switched to the blue.
Lockett will serve. We've got soccer. We're watching baseball. We've got volleyball.
That's why we're the sports leader in Central Indiana.
Got that right. Well, that's a nice recovery right there for Scecina. And that'll be a point for the Crusaders, and they needed that one. One thing you always told your players is don't give the other team a chance. I don't care how bad they may be on paper, don't give them a chance.
I can't argue.
Down by 3. Boy, and another misplay on the receiving side.
This game is almost who's going to make the less mistakes.
Yep. And sometimes that's the one who ends up winning. Not always pretty.
Oh, collision.
Boy, look out. And
That's
then the return is long.
Well, fortunately, maybe that ball goes out because you have 2 players on the floor that had a hard time getting up. And Scecina just fights back. They're down 1.
Good comeback. Crusaders can tie it right here. Short set in the middle, defended well by Wellborn. Trojans back to the outside. There's your double block, but it goes out of play. It'll be Trojans getting the point. That might have been Kramer on the outside. As you see Ellie Deck coming back in for Bishop Chatard, side out Trojans. From behind the attack line, not a great offensive possession.
Got to go get the ball.
Trojans. Nice setup. But the overpass killing Scecina again. Kind of see a little frustration there for the Crusaders, too.
Well, they're right there and just can't finish.
Yeah. Eckelbarger again. Chatard leading it by 3, trying to tie it up at 1 apiece, I was about to say, and there's the point for Scecina, down by 2. Bishop Chatard has had a difficult time on the receiving side, but then from behind the attack line, the point. Well, they may surprise a few people right here, the way they've been playing in this second set. Quinn Johnson now coming in for Bishop Chatard.
Oh!
Boy, Scecina just has not looked the same. And right now, Bishop Chatard able to get to some balls that they hadn't gotten to in that first set. Little runner, just enough with the left hand by Ellie Deck. Had just enough top spin. So Quinn Johnson, +4 here for the Trojans. Oh, boy, tell you what.
Did that land in?
It did.
It sure did.
Olivia Engelmeyer had a great swing, and it just got inside the line.
And they've just matched what they gave us game number 1.
Timeout on the floor. Bishop Chatard leads it by 5.
We need your help so the youth of our community can develop advanced leadership skills. We need your help giving high school administrators and coaches the instruction and insight they need to be better role models and teachers. To learn more or to make a tax-deductible contribution, go to IHSAAfoundation.org. You'll not only be contributing to the foundation of the IHSAA, you'll be contributing to the foundation of our community.
We want to thank Greg Smith for coming in tonight.
I know, what a trooper.
And Nick Lewis.
Nick Lewis, who loves 5-set volleyball.
He does.
He can't wait to see his next 5-setter. 5-point lead. Speaking of 5 here for Bishop Chatard. And a nice attack coming back the other way. It was Olivia Engelmeyer.
You know, we have the best crew in the state of Indiana.
Well, it starts with us, of course, you know, because
Well,
you got to have good leaders.
One of us.
Yeah. You know, and really the key is your leaders have to be hated by your people in order to be good leaders.
What it is? Okay.
Yeah.
Well, I hope I'm not hated.
Here's Avery McCoy. Down by 4. The overpass. Boy, I tell you what, Scecina needs to take advantage of that. There's a big-time point on the outside by Ellie Deck. Now, the overpass went to Scecina in the middle. Why didn't she go up there and just kill that thing?
Go ask her.
I'm going to have to. Back to 5. Boy, I tell you what, everything's working.
Let me just say this. As a coach, and you coach this game. As a coach, you
No, I never coached this game.
Well, I coached this game.
Yeah.
When you ask those kids, they,
I don't know. Well, I knew in basketball, I don't know.
I don't know. You didn't tell me nothing else.
Lead at 6. Let me tell you who's playing well. That's Lockett.
Yes. Well, we started her in the game. She was the feature player of the pregame show.
Yeah. Lockett.
How about that? Touch.
Ooh. A little bit long, but it was not touched. You know how many times I told you I drew a play in the huddle? They walk out, run a play, and I didn't recognize what it was?
And they said,
I don't know. I didn't see you draw that up. -5 here for the Crusaders. Lockett back again.
Overpass.
Oh, my, but what a return, though, to keep it alive. And Lockett does it again.
I would just feed her the ball.
I would, too. As long as it's working, just keep doing it. See, I never had any players that could do that. So 18-12. I didn't have a machine like what you had. Hey, how about that? Go a little soft touch.
Now you can't make many mistakes. Hardly any.
Yeah. You're going to have a nice run right here. See what Bishop Chatard has in store. Good double block up front. Samaya Slack back in there for Scecina. And that's going to be long, and I'll tell you what, Wellborn knew it when she hit it, too. So Trojans trying to tie it at 1 apiece. Good look at Reese McKinney and a service error.
This is where you just need a run.
Well, my question is, does Scecina have that kind of firepower? And I'm thinking more about tomorrow if they do advance. Do they have the firepower to roll off 6 or 7 in a row?
Well, we'll see tonight here.
Yeah, they haven't.
The most important thing is you need to get to tomorrow night.
Yeah.
And you want to do that in any way you can. You want to get to tomorrow night.
That was another receiving error there by Bishop Chatard. He had another overpass, and somehow that went across the net. Sometimes things are working out well for you, and that's what's happening for the Trojans.
Nice hit.
Back to the outside. Good double block, kept alive. Lockett able to get the return. Good volley here. Somebody wants this point badly, don't they? And a play at the net. Lockett did it again.
Pretty impressive. And guess who's serving the ball?
Yeah.
She could play middle for me anytime.
Oh, no kidding. Good anticipation tonight. Leading this team in this second set, now leading it by 5. Oh, just off the mark. Lunsford was the intended recipient of that set. Unfortunately, unable to get it down. This will be Zamaya Slack. Does Scecina have enough here to try to take a 2-0 lead? The overpass, free ball now for the Crusaders. And from the outside left, there's Olivia Engelmeyer. They're not really big. I mean, you look at Engelmeyer, and I think she probably goes about 5'9", but they don't have a lot of size when it compared to what we saw earlier tonight with Cathedral. That was really a high set.
Got to bring that over. Three ball.
To the middle, short set. Outside left, the double block was there and able to keep it in play, and Engelmeyer does it again. Here come the Crusaders. Well, you keep feeding her?
Yeah, I think so. I like how they're aggressive. They're really taking their time approaching.
Here come the Bishop Chatard once again trying to work that middle. The overpass.
They got away with it.
Boy, no kidding. Back to the outside. The block stays in. Engelmeyer gets blocked.
You're not going to get away with that every single time.
Yeah. Haven't seen Engelmeyer go to the other side much, has she?
No.
Side out here for Eckelbarger. 3-point lead. In the middle, and the point. That was touched. Crusaders able to get it there, and now down by 2.
I would float this ball.
Guilfoyle able to get that one across. Play at the net, and the overpass again costing the Trojans. I'm not sure that one even cleared.
I don't think so.
Yeah. Lead at 1. Back set. And they kept it alive.
They sure did.
How about that swing in the middle? That's Lunsford.
Now you need to finish right here. Do not give them the ball back.
3 away from winning this second set. This will be serving number 18, which is Johnson. The block, but it goes out of play, and there is Engelmeyer again.
Now you just opened up the door for Scecina. Now, if you're Scecina, you don't give them the ball back.
That's right. Try to run it off 4 in a row. Avery McCoy, 36 aces. Try to tie it up right here. Boy, coming back again is Lunsford. Lunsford will come out. Lead at 2. Boy, another overpass, but able to get it across. Great play there by Ballenbacher. Can Scecina get 3 in a row? Have to push it deep, and that would have been really, really close. You saw Wellborn, though.
Got to call the timeout. You got to call the timeout.
And they do. We're tied at 23 here in the second set.
From warehousing to transportation and everything in between, Piper Logistics does it all. Centrally located, Piper Logistics has 2 warehouses in Indianapolis and a warehouse in Cincinnati, Ohio. Piper Logistics houses over 1 million square feet. Along with our transportation department, we can provide service to half the United States markets.
Can't get to a computer? Then we've got you covered. Just go to the IndianaSRN app and stay up to date with all of your favorite teams. You can watch live coverage or relive the experience with our on-demand service.
Scecina being challenged here in this second set. Chance to perhaps take the lead right here in the middle. And you need a point, you go to Lockett. Set point now for Bishop Chatard.
Go deep here?
Yeah, I would make sure nothing close to the net. And they did exactly that. Middle back to the outside. Nice play. Off the swing there by Wellborn. Wellborn again, got another good look. Defended well, Lockett on the return. Now to the middle. Swing that time by Guilfoy. Bishop Chatard trying to tie it at 1 apiece. They are a different team. Lockett from the outside, and that will do it. Bishop Chatard coming back strong and surviving a run by Scecina as they tie it at 1 apiece.
At Morales Group Staffing, we are all about building better futures. And during these times, we are working hard to put people to work. We are now hiring for hundreds of jobs with pay up to $17 an hour. Visit our website at moralesgroup.net or text JOBS, JOBS, to 317-472-7600 to apply now and get hired today.
We encourage you to subscribe to our YouTube channel, IndianaSRN. Hit the bell to get notifications for upcoming games and more. Watch as many games as you want, as many times as you want.
Tonight's matchup is brought to you in part by Wheeler Mission. Move your feet so others can eat. Be a part of the Drumstick Dash on November 23rd, beginning bright and early at 9 a.m. You can either run or walk, but whatever you do, make sure you dress appropriately. For more information or to sign up, go to drumstickdash.org. I'm not answering my phone. I'm more focused on this game right here. How about Bishop Chatard? 25-23. Do you think Scecina got a little wake-up call now? You know what? You don't win this, you're not going to play for a championship tomorrow.
Chatard played pretty well second game. I think now what you do, you have to finish it pretty strong. You know, you beat them. You got the monkey off your back, so to speak. And now you got to. What do you do game 3? I think whoever wins game 3 will win this whole entire thing.
Okay. I'm feeling a 5er coming myself. I just, I haven't had one in a couple of weeks, so it's probably about time. We need a talent cam about now. We could show everybody. All right, here we go. Third set. Officials getting everybody ready to go. Bishop Chatard looking for their 14th win. Trying to come back after losing to Scecina this year. Hey, whatever you do, don't mess up my notes, will you? Because those are pretty extensive. Well in depth.
I see that. Can you imagine playing 30 games?
Well, yeah, because a lot of those are like
Saturdays.
2 out of 3
Yep.
Saturday
Double.
instead of 3 out of 5. So, yeah, and they play sometimes, as many as 4 in a day?
4 in a day, yep.
So now the Trojans have momentum here in this third set. Let's see if they can continue it. They really played well. There's your double block up front and the point. And really, when you think about Amira Lockett, she almost single-handedly did it herself. So the Crusaders out to an early 1-0 lead. Lockett. Well, the set wasn't great.
Just mistimed it a little bit.
Yeah. When you have to know right from the very beginning if you're going to go short set, if you're going to go deep, what you're going to try to do, and it's just a little bit off. I would be curious to know what was said by Tim Hauser, the head coach for Scecina, in that timeout between sets as you see Bishop Chatard gets the point.
Well, you're scratching your head because you played really well.
Yeah.
Game 1, you played really well. Game 2, just couldn't go past the hump.
2-1. Boy, I tell you what, Lockett's getting a hand on just about everything. Able to keep it alive there as Slack. On paper, you have one team with 19 wins, the other one with 13, but we're tied at 1 apiece. Winner goes to the championship, and right now Bishop Chatard giving Scecina everything they want. Lockett had a nice slide to the right. Good volleyball kept alive. There's good communication there for Scecina. With the left hand, wide open, Eckelbarger.
You can't do that every single play, but that surprise attack, and now you're up. Oh, now you're tied at 2.
That was a great surprise attack, too. Scecina to the middle. They're getting nothing in the middle with Lockett there. Lockett does a nice slide to the near side, and that's going to fall in for the point. Give that point to Wellborn. Into the lineup now will be Courtney Kramer, defensive specialist now for Bishop Chatard. Lockett to the outside.
Go get the ball.
Good return. Here come the Trojans again, though no offense to speak of on that one, and neither for Scecina. Want some kind of an attack, but there they go to the outside left in the point.
A little bit out of rotation, a little bit out of the but you respond to that by scoring.
Yeah, it wasn't perfect, but
No.
you got the point. Reese McKinney.
Well, right now, you don't judge anything by beauty. You just judge point, get things to get accomplished, to get it done.
Yeah, just get her done.
Nice job.
Yeah, just down the line. That time you saw Wellborn go to the right side. Olivia Engelmeyer back in. Bishop Chatard got out to a lead in the first 2 sets, held on to win that second set. We're going to go 4. One thing about this one tonight is either one of these two teams, you know they're working extremely hard to get this win. What will they have left for tomorrow?
If their gas tank is even half full.
Yeah. Outside left, good job by Engelmeyer. That's always a concern. I mean, you think, well, how much are they really running? But you're using a lot of leg here. And then,
Well, the interesting thing, you got to get ready for sectional because you're going to go right back to this format next week.
That's right.
You play Tuesday night, play Friday night, play the championship game on Saturday.
Yeah.
Or you play 2 games on Saturday back-to-back.
Yeah. Lockett will serve. Tied at 4. Well, and the other thing, too, you're going to get done probably before 9-ish, as that's not returned. And then the question is, how much sleep you get tonight? You go to class tomorrow, then you got to get ready to come back here. Cathedral is already gone, and they swept their earlier match. Now, I don't know how many teenagers get sleep anymore, but there's the near overpass kept alive up front there by Bishop Chatard. Scecina with that double block up front, they'll get it back. Back set, slide to the right, nothing again in the cross-court attack, and then in the middle, Bishop Chatard, there's number 26, Madeline Lunsford again.
Her and Lockett are really a dynamic force in that front row.
Well, I'll tell you what, if they advance to tomorrow, they're going to have to be, because we saw how big that front row is for Cathedral.
You're exactly right, Troy.
Tied at 5.
See how you rotate this ball over?
Yep. Scecina not very clean on that one. Free ball now, middle, nice. Big swing, and
guess who that was?
Lunsford again. She's a senior. Lockett is a senior.
I like what Morris is doing. The libero, number 8.
Yeah.
Keeping that ball in play.
Yeah, we have seen her many times.
Oh.
Going
almost
onto the floor. Get a ball.
Here's outside hitter. Nice coverage.
Yeah, that was Eckelbarger to come in.
Keep that ball alive. Yep.
Scecina, there's the block up front.
You just can't stop the wall.
Lunsford again. She's 5'9".
And they're doing all of this without Lockett on the floor.
Yeah. Eckelbarger again. 2-point lead. That time they get it through thanks to Engelmeyer. This is not a Scecina team that we saw in that first set, as you alluded to earlier, how well they played, but they've really struggled. It just doesn't seem like they have much cohesiveness here in these last couple of sets. You let a team like Bishop Chatard hang around, and that's going to be blocked out of play. You're going to find yourself on the wrong end of the score here.
You're almost to a point where both teams are playing just above their potential, and no one's stepping up to achieve more.
Yeah. Misplay there by...
And that's no sign of disrespect, and maybe that's just because both teams are that equal that there's no room for error.
Yeah, not a lot of separation.
Right.
Outside, big-time swing, and the point there for Charlotte Dudek.
We go back to our first game of the year with Christmas Addicts and the ball club they played. Yeah. Both of them played at that same level, and there was, I think, games were 25-23, 25-23, and so on and so forth. There's no room for error.
Tied at 8. Trojans back on the attack. See, and that wasn't clean either. And another attack error there by Bishop Chatard.
And at that time, you just need to set the front row. You can't bring that ball back over. Congratulations for the Indiana Christian School State Tournament is this weekend.
Really?
Hosted by Mooresville Christian.
9-8 Scecina. Nice block up front there by Wellborn. Free ball now for Scecina. And again, they have to make the return. No attack. And the point.
Scecina creeps up to go, up 9-8. Have an opportunity to get in a roll, and now puts Chatard back right into driver's seat.
That was Reese McKinney on the outside. Good look at Tristan Morris. She's played well tonight. The overpass.
Lockett. She's like, thank you.
It's like serving up a home run ball.
Oh, my goodness. I threw up a lot of those back in my day.
I heard. Heard you set the team record for giving up home runs your senior year.
Only 17.
That's not bad. And Scecina comes back.
First one at 25 wins this one?
You think?
I think so.
Yeah.
Okay.
Hannah Engelmeyer there for...
You want to write that down? That
first one to 25.
Word of wisdom.
Tied at 10. So far, nobody's gone on any runs at all. Morris able to keep that one alive. Crusaders back the other way. In the middle, getting it finally through that double block. That's going to be Wellborn.
In between them that time. She split the difference.
Crusaders by 1. That would have been close to being out. Better to be safe than sorry many times. Wellborn down the line.
Well, they called it a net violation, but I think that ball was in.
I do too. They got the point nonetheless. Not breathing room yet. That's going to go out of play as another misplay receiving there for Bishop Chatard. Now, you don't want to start going, okay, we're okay now.
No. You need about 6 more.
Yeah. Wait till you get about a 7-8 point lead.
There's Lockett. Oh, nice tap.
Well, they had Lockett slide over. Cross court.
Net.
Yep, another violation there.
Sliding over. When she slides over, I think she's just barely grazing the net.
Biggest lead so far here in the third set. And Lockett does it again. Almost misplayed there by Bishop Chatard.
Ava Evanbacher did a nice job of keeping that ball alive.
So -3 here for the Trojans. Winner of this goes up 2-1. How about that swing? There's Wellborn.
Jack didn't know what to do with that ball, did she?
Mm-mm.
I would be forcing the ball deeper on my servers. There you go. Make them go all the way up.
And they have to rotate off of that.
Going left.
Yep. Scecina just inside the line.
They have found somebody right there in that corner. That's the 4th contested point there. Timeout, Chatard. We'll be back.
Calling officials cheaters or corrupt, it's not a game.
Insulting referees, it's not a game.
Threatening officials, it's not a game.
Berating young umpires, learning the ropes, it's not a game.
Violent language in the stands, it's not a game.
Verbal abuse from the sideline, it's not a game.
Screaming at a referee in the parking lot, it's not a game.
Back here at Heritage Christian. 5-point lead now for Scecina, but there's Lockett again in the middle getting another point.
Now you're to a point where you cannot make mistakes. You know, you got to play, you got to finish strong, you got to play strong.
Scecina back on the attack from the outside. Another big swing, and that'll go out of play. That's going to be Zamaya Slack. Back in the lineup will be Olivia Engelmeyer. See if she gets the call here. We'll try to make it a 6-point lead. And that'll be long. This one looking a lot like that first set. Question will be, does Bishop Chatard have anything here in the tank here in the third set? Try to make a game of this one. Nice job with the left hand. And it looked like that was Renee Waugh.
4 freshmen, 1 sophomore, 6 juniors, 3 seniors for Scecina on this squad.
Lockett serving, and Scecina will make the return. Back on the attack, Trojans. Outside. Able to keep it alive off Engelmeyer's attempt. And just a little bit of a push there by Olivia Engelmeyer getting the point.
For Chatard, 2 freshmen, 4 juniors, 3 sophomores, and 5 seniors.
Side out, Crusaders +6. See, that's what you can't do right there. Got to be a little cleaner when you're receiving so you can go on offense, but there's another misplay. Courtney Kramer unable to handle that one.
Again, these teams are fully strength, varsity, JV, and freshmen. Pretty cool.
+7 now. +8. Another receiving error.
Now you can't stop, though. You got to finish. Timeout, Chatard.
21-13, Scecina.
My name is Jay Jones. I'm the commissioner of the Heartland Collegiate Athletic Conference, and we appreciate you tuning in to tonight's game. We hope you'll stay tuned to SRN for tomorrow's Heartland Conference Game of the Week, showcasing some of the best small college football in the Midwest. We look forward to seeing you then.
Hey, Indiana. Let's clear the air about vaping. Glue, rat poison, paint. We all know these products contain poisons like formaldehyde, arsenic, and lead. And these are just a few of the chemicals you'll find in e-cigarette vapor. Let's clear the air, Indiana. Don't puff this stuff. Visit don'tpuffthisstuff.com to join the fight and spread the word.
(21-13), 8-point lead for the Crusaders. Trying to take an important 2-1 lead, but right now Bishop Chatard not giving up. That's going to be Charlotte Dudek. Side out, Trojans.
This back and forth is making me tired.
I can tell.
Yeah.
Good look at Eckelbarger.
Oh.
Big swing there by Engelmeyer, and the joust at the net. Play one there by Scecina.
Overpass.
Yep.
Got the ball up in the net. No one there to finish.
Now, right now, Bishop Chatard, their own worst enemy in this one. Made some key mistakes here late. And a misplay there as well. You had Morris coming together with Eckelbarger and unfortunately unable to make the return, and the lead is at 9. That old man momentum is now switched back to Scecina. And that's going to be way out.
That ball was supposed to, you got to snap it, and now you're at game point, a match game point.
Set point.
Set point. Thank you, sir.
You're welcome.
I've never done this before.
Scecina trying to wrap it up like they did in that first set. Not this time, though. Outside Lunsford.
Got to slide your body, and you got to take that hit.
So side out here for the Trojans. Good look at Quinn Johnson, the senior defensive specialist. Still at set point.
Nice set. Nice.
Boy, you push that to the outside, though. Scecina again. Will they set her up one more time? No. Thought they're going to come back to the near side. They went far side. The switch unable to be made, and Guilfoy will finish it off. Scecina wins it 25-15.
Can't make it to the game? We've got your back. Just go to www.IndianaSRN.org and tune in to all of the live action, or go to our on-demand service and relive your favorite moments.
We never really realize how much we depend on electricity until the power goes out. Get those lights back on when you choose the certified electricians at Bertner Electric Incorporated. Locally owned and operated, we are a member of the Better Business Bureau and provide only the highest quality of customer service. For more information, give us a call today.
We encourage you to subscribe to our YouTube channel, IndianaSRN. Hit the bell to get notifications for upcoming games and more. Watch as many games as you want, as many times as you want.
Tam's Sweet and Savory Cafe, if you're looking for a great food for breakfast and lunch. Who doesn't? Check out Tam's Sweet and Savory Cafe. They also specialize in baked goods. Great pumpkin pie.
Really?
They also have daily specials like today's Sloppy Joe's mayonnaise and extra pickles. They're open Wednesday through Sunday from 8 to 2. Tam's Sweet and Savory Cafe is located at 6427 Oak Landing Road, or as Troy says, Oaklow Road in Indianapolis. Tam's Sweet and Savory. Had a Sloppy Joe, extra mayonnaise, and extra french fries today.
So you put mayonnaise on your Sloppy Joe?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. You know what I really like there, too?
Yeah.
Their bacon and tomato club sandwich with the extra bacon. 4 slices instead of 6.
Well, I can see extra bacon, but I can't see mayonnaise on a Sloppy Joe.
What's wrong with Sloppy Joe?
Nothing's wrong with the Sloppy Joe as long as you don't put mayonnaise on it.
What's wrong with mayonnaise with your Sloppy Joe? Do you put ketchup on your french fries?
Yes.
Do you add
You know what else? I put ketchup on my hot dog, too, which you don't.
No.
You're about as un-American as you can get on that one.
No.
Ketchup, mustard, relish.
No. In fact, today in my quiz, onions, mustard, mayonnaise, cheese, chili. No ketchup. See,
I'm not even going to address that with a comment because it's...
Send your email suggestions to Troy Derigowski at IndianaSRN.
You notice that cut out right there? You keep it up, we're going to cut it out some more.
I guess so. I don't know what happened to my mic.
Nope. You're out now. Yeah, I think you're done. See, that's what you get for going after me on the old hot dog thing. All right, here we go. Scecina, side out for McCoy. Here it works now. That made a really loud bang right there. Bishop Chatard on the return. Yeah. Oh, down the line. How about that? That was Wellborn.
Okay, now I'm back.
See? That'll teach you to talk about my hot dog. See?
Yeah, I guess so.
Yeah. Just sit still. You'll be okay.
I will. I'll just stay right here.
All right. Scecina trying to win it tonight. Advance to the championship tomorrow. How about that little rotation in the middle? The overpass. And another one, but it's returned. Boy, I don't know how she got that inside the antenna. Great play by Morris. Excellent volley back and forth. And some angles you wouldn't think would work. And then the finish right there again by Wellborn.
I really think both coaches probably told both teams, this is the final one. You got to get this done. Because if you force 4 games, now it's a 15. If you're Scecina, you want to finish this up right now.
Yep, don't want to give Bishop Chatard any more opportunities, and that is what is killing Bishop Chatard right now.
Overpassing.
Yeah, and they're making the mistakes, not forcing Scecina to make mistakes. They've got to find a way to clean that up. Down 3 already here in the 4th set. Short set, middle. Nice play there by McCoy.
Oh, nice play.
To the outside.
Oh, yes.
There you go, Wellborn.
Now, this is this is the Scecina Ball Club that played game number 1.
Yep. Sure is.
I mean,
and really, when you think about game 3, when they started rolling, you saw that.
Yes, sir.
You're forcing a Bishop Chatard team making some big mistakes, and coming back again will be Lunsford. And she comes out pretty quick. Morris will serve. She's like, I did my job, now go sit down. 4-1, Scecina. Championship tomorrow, just after, 7 o'clock or so.
Yes, sir.
Cathedral advancing with their win earlier over Heritage Christian. Now, I'm not sure about that one. That was a short set, and you could tell they had set it up that way, but something misplayed.
She didn't come to the ball. She waited. She let the ball play her, not her playing the ball.
Yeah, she's got to go up and get it, right?
Yes, got to go get it. Just like that, you got to go get it. 2.
Yep, double hit there. Another mistake made by the Trojans.
What did he call here?
Something got overruled. They're going to replay the point. Interesting. So we've got a mulligan here. And Morris comes back with the ace. So what potentially could have been a
6-2.
Yeah, how about that? It's a little change here now. Scecina to the outside. The block out. That'll be Wellborn again. Tell you what, and again, I say this quite often, I'm going to keep feeding somebody until they find a way to stop me. I know you like to mix it up a little bit, but they have not stopped Wellborn on that outside left. Trojans, and another misplay.
As they say in big football, let the big dog eat.
Yeah.
Yeah, let her keep playing. Let them until they stop you.
And when they do, then bottom line is you've got other weapons.
You got to go attack somewhere else.
Yeah.
I like that play right there.
Big swing there by Lockett.
You notice they're playing away from her.
Yeah, Scecina trying to find another way to attack, and it's kept alive. Great play.
They're going to call her over the line. That's a tough play because you're right there. Move that arm on the other side of the net. He's going to call it every single time.
7-3, 4-point lead. Short serve. Lockett to the outside. Scecina defends it well. Morris off that one, couldn't get it. Wellborn gets another kill. I'll tell you what, she is playing well.
And Morris, again, trying her best to keep that ball in play. But that ball's coming so hard at that angle. Tough.
Yeah, that is very difficult to receive. Short serve again. Morris able to get it behind the 10-foot line. Scecina, Wellborn back to the outside, found a hole.
That time the communication there, Scecina looked like it fell apart, but got away with it.
Timeout on the floor, 9-3, Scecina.
Thinking about what to do after high school? Consider a career with Boilermakers Local 374. As a Boilermaker apprentice, you'll earn while you learn. We offer excellent wages and benefits, and as part of our no-cost hands-on apprenticeship program, you'll learn from the best in state-of-the-art training centers and on the job. Become a union Boilermaker and get on your way to a great career. Find out more, visit www.local374.org or call 219-845-1000.
We encourage you to follow us on Twitter at IndianaSRN. Find upcoming games, video highlights, and much more. Follow us now at IndianaSRN.
Back here at Heritage Christian. One team is in the championship tomorrow. That is Cathedral.
The Irish.
Fighting Irish.
Probably going for their, 10th straight?
11.
11?
They won 11. They're going for 12. But right now, Scecina trying to pick up their 20th and advance to take on, which would be the favorite, Cathedral tomorrow. You could tell right there that Wellborn did not get a good jump.
So this is our 10th year doing this. So they have been the city champions all 10 years we've been here.
Cathedral has?
Yes. Amazing.
That's a good run.
That is a nice little run.
That one clipping the net, somehow got returned, and then how about that play by Zamaya Slack? Everything going Scecina's way now. Side out Crusaders. There's a little indecision there where that ball was going to go. And that'll be long on the attack. Point will go to Chatard. Good look at Charlotte Dudek in the line, and she played really well in that second set.
She actually played good game one, too. Ball didn't go her way much, but good player.
-5 here. Haven't seen a whole lot of service errors either way. That ball to the outside and a little bit too long as Ecklebarger can't keep it in.
That might have stayed up in the air too long. Ball was moving and dancing around a little bit. Scecina, though, on those sets, just standing still. They're not constantly moving.
Yeah, they'll have to get a little more light
aggressive
of foot if they play tomorrow. And the misplay in the back row. Point will go to Bishop Chatard.
There's the frustration for coach. You played that well, and then on that play, you just overpassed. You just didn't finish.
Side out, Bishop Chatard. There you see Myra Lockett. And we just talked about service errors, and there's one right there.
That might be the only mistake she's made all night.
Yeah, she hasn't made many.
Not many. I believe we may see her in the All-Star game.
That is going to be wide on the serve, and of course, blame me because I just said we haven't seen many. Now we got 2 in a row.
Yeah, I'm writing that down.
Please do. Ellie Deck back in for Bishop Chatard. Lead still at 5.
Well, 3 in a row.
Yep. No kidding.
The hotline's ringing.
Darengowski, shut up. Don't say those things. Lead back at 6. Boy, I'll tell you what, sometimes better be lucky than good.
Yeah, fortunately for them, that no one was there.
Lead at 7.
Oh, what a nice floater, though.
Kind of like short arming your free throw in basketball. You know, you just kind of don't, even though you want to go short, you don't want to short arm it and get stiff on it.
I never shot free throws.
They wouldn't let you?
No, I never got fouled.
Got to get off the bench. There's a big-time hit again. That's going to be Engelmeyer. You got to get off the bench in order to get fouled, though, right?
I'm writing that down.
That's the key, get off the bench?
Yeah.
Lead at 7. Side out here for...
You could push 4 here. You're in the driver's seat.
Oh, yeah. I would say right now, unless somehow Bishop Chatard gets back to the same type of play they had in the second set, that, of course, you're going to hope mistakes like that, but right now I'd say Scecina is in good position here.
I wouldn't give up on Chatard.
I'm not yet, but
okay.
I think Scecina is in good position.
Okay, good point.
Here's Morris. I'd always rather be up 15-9 than down 15-9. Boy.
Oh, nice.
How about that push? It's almost like Lockett grabs that ball and throws it over.
Yeah, she almost carries that ball, but they're letting that play now go. They're almost, you can't catch it, but you can force it back down a lot more than you used to be able to.
Yeah. Lead at 5 now for the Crusaders. To the outside, and was it touched? No. Off the attack there by Wellborn, and all of a sudden it's down to 4. And we've got a timeout. Scecina leads it 15-11.
Can't get to a computer? Then we've got you covered. Just go to the IndianaSRN app and stay up to date with all of your favorite teams. You can watch live coverage or relive the experience with our on-demand service.
Back here, that'll be a service error on Bishop Chatard following the timeout. Scecina now leading it by 5. Side out Crusaders.
Coach Hattie tell them in the huddle, you got to finish this, girls.
Yeah.
You get them ahead. They get ahead of you. Oh, that ball is going out.
You like that deep serve, though.
I do.
Talking about a little bit ago.
Yeah, I do.
Big swing by Wellborn. Defended well there. Wellborn again, able to get it through the block, and one of those up front was Lockett.
Yeah, the object is if you want to get that, force them to bring that ball up, you want to serve as deep as possible.
So now the lead at 6.
And that's about where you want that ball.
Scecina, Wellborn has to make the return. That's Morris on that back row. Lockett able to get a right hand on this one. Boy, just enough top spin that time for Wellborn.
And right into dead man zone because Lockett and everyone else was playing up. Libero didn't step. You know, if she steps up, then we're going to put you over your head. If you step back, I mean, you're right in dead man zone right there. You got a timeout, Chatard.
18-11, Scecina.
We encourage you to subscribe to our YouTube channel, IndianaSRN. Hit the bell to get notifications for upcoming games and more. Watch as many games as you want, as many times as you want.
Bertner Electric Incorporated is fully licensed and bonded electrical contractor for your protection. Our electricians are available 24/7 for service calls and specialize in electrical service and storm damage repair. For more information, give us a call today.
My name is Jay Jones. I'm the commissioner of the Heartland Collegiate Athletic Conference, and we appreciate you tuning in to tonight's game. We hope you'll stay tuned to SRN for tomorrow's Heartland Conference Game of the Week, showcasing some of the best small college football in the Midwest. We look forward to
18-11. Crusaders trying to put it away here in 4. Good job, Morris, playing well in that back row. To the middle. And the point. We've called Zamiah Slack's name quite a bit tonight. Playing well in the middle. Lead now at 8. Bishop Chatard giving Scecina, though, everything they wanted here tonight. Here's that push again by Lockett.
But they've read it a couple times and have really responded.
How about that? The outside again by Wilborn.
If you can hit it, I'm going to hit it a little bit harder.
So the lead now at 9. Is this going to be too much, though, for Bishop Chatard? They'd have to come back, win this one, and then win a 5th set. Lockett, though, coming back with a big-time swing. A lot of heat on that one.
I think she just gave you the answer.
Not done yet?
I'm not done yet.
Well, like I've said before, I keep feeding her, too, like we mentioned with Wellborn. Just keep going back to Lockett. Try to get you back into this game. And I'll tell you what, how about the answer there again by Slack? She got a little push from behind, going to get whiplash there.
Yeah. What are you pushing me for?
That was McCoy. Lead back to 9. Question now is, does Bishop Chatard have that kind of firepower to make a good, strong run here?
There's that nice. Oh, she double hit.
Lockett able to get the return with the left hand. There's a block up front. You take your pick. One of those there again was Slack.
I misspoke. Lockett blocked, and then she hit.
This is Natalie Bolenbach.
Oh, that's a dead ball. That's a nice play. Rotation.
Just inside that attack line. Morris able to make the return. And the point.
She just knows. She sees it, plays well. These have been very equal. This is a 2-3 matchup. You can tell both of these teams are very equal.
Yeah.
You just can't make mistakes if you're Chatard right now.
Yeah, they made several, but not this one.
That one was touched.
Down by 8. Refused to go away. Side out again for the Trojans. And that'll be a service error right when you don't need a service error.
You push 2. Where you go? Do you go middle?
I don't know who I'd attack right here because my concern is just get it across. Because there you saw the overpass and another mistake. Good job on the outside there by Engelmeyer. My key is just, I'm not going to make the mistake. There you go. Now you're at match point. Scecina now just a point away and advancing to take on Cathedral. And right now, if you're Bishop Chatard, you made another mistake there and no offensive attack at all. But the nice block, guess who's up front? Lockett. Lead back to 9. Madeline Lunsford is back in as well.
If you're Scecina, you just want to put the ball in play. Keep the ball in play.
Yep, let Chatard make the mistake. And a service error ends it. But Scecina surviving it tonight. They win it 3-1. They advance to the championship tomorrow. And, of course, we'll have it for you right here on IndianaSRN. But give Chatard credit. Boy, they really battled here tonight.
Yeah, 4 games. Now, how much gas does Scecina have left in her tank? Who knows? That will be the key. That's the answer to that as you see the crowd. Nice crowd on hand tonight, too. Way to support the City Alliance.
All right, that'll do it. Scecina wins it 3-1, and they advance to the championship tomorrow. They'll take on Cathedral.